Right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Fungi Film Reviews. What we're doing essentially for this entire channel, or for this kind of Let's Play series, is we're going to be taking a look at Final Fantasy VII as a whole. If you follow the channel, if you follow kind of some of the breakdowns, what we typically do is we look at all the material of the compilation, and then we kind of try to make decisions on where we think the game is going into the future or moving forward, or how to properly jeez, hope it's not that kind of stream, how to properly understand what the game's telling us, what the compilation is telling us, and where we're going into the future, while kind of dissecting some ideas. And before we kind of jump into the whole Final Fantasy VII idea, I want to take some time to discuss the holiday season, what's kind of going on right now. Obviously, I'm back in town, staying over at some families, and I wanted to discuss this show that I've been watching. So I watch anime, I love anime. I think that it played a huge impact in my life when I was going through some difficult times, and the first anime I watched was actually Naruto. And it was the first, well, I guess I should start it, maybe move back a couple months before that. I started reading a lot of philosophy because I was very lost, and I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what is the best kind of philosophy for me to read for kind of my overall ideal, creating a new worldview. And this is all before I had my kind of Christian born again event, and I think that all this kind of led up to that. But my friend recommended I read Friedrich Nietzsche. And reading some of his earlier works, reading Beyond Good and Evil, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, gave me an idea for kind of rebuilding my entire foundation. He left me in an area where question simple things. Question when you go to a supermarket or you go to the 7-Eleven on the corner and you say, "Hey, how are you?" And the person says, "I'm good, how are you?" Is that just for a conversation? Or are you being honest by just saying, "Oh, good," to kind of move the conversation away, let me get my freaking monsters and get out of here, a pack of smokes, whatever. And I started kind of deconstructing a lot of Friedrich Nietzsche's discussions on nihilism. I don't really think, well, I spent way too much time going into his work. Well, not way too much time, but I spent a decent amount of time going into his work. I actually did a seminar on two, I believe they're from Australia, specialists, Nietzschean specialists, who break down all of his work. And I kind of came to similar conclusions as they did going through the work, where I didn't think he was actually promoting some of the things that a lot of people say he was promoting. God is dead and we killed him, and nihilistic kind of worldviews that people have, and overcoming the overman. So his general kind of thesis or idea from Thus Spoke Zarathustra was that life is about 4 stages. And in those 4 stages, 95 of people will stay in the first stage, which is the camel. And the camel, when you think about a camel, a guy in the desert with his turban and whatever, because of sandstorms, and he's kind of on a camel. What is a camel used for? It's used to just follow the orders, drink the water, get to the location. A very kind of standstill, not curious, just following orders kind of worldview perspective that 95% of people kind of fall in. And then he kind of said the next stage is the lion, where you realize you've been lied to, you realize there's way more to life, and you realize that everything isn't as it seems. And not to get conspiratorial, but just a lot of things that we kind of see and learn in life, we realize that, oh, this isn't really how it seems. You look back on history and you find, oh, well, this isn't really how I understood it. Or you find out you read a new book and it gives you a new perspective, or you see a new show and it's like, oh, I never thought about it that way. And a lot of that has helped kind of create the new foundation, like I was saying, of my overall worldview on life. And then the third stage, after the camel in line, is defeating the dragon's scales, thou shalt. So he talks about how the Bible has the 10 Commandments. And in the 10 Commandments, it speaks about all these things: thou shalt not do this, and thou shalt not do this, and thou shalt not do that. And what Nietzsche kind of talks about is, he says you need to destroy those thou shalts And eventually, once you're able to destroy the thou shalt, you then kind of come to the pinnacle of freedom, which is the fourth step, which is the child. And in the child, when you think about a child, it's the holidays now, so you're probably seeing a whole bunch of kids super happy, excited. They're getting their gifts, they're not getting their gifts, they're excited about Santa Claus, they're excited about the reindeers, they're excited about a whole bunch of different, the snow, building the snowman, doing snow angels, all that stuff, right? And something unique that children have, or the mindset of a child has, that we kind of lose as we get older, is this fearlessness, this a short-term memory for when bad things happen, to just be able to just dream and to just be able to overcome and to just be able to, oh, Steed, what's going on? Merry Christmas, brother. I'm in Ottawa. Hey, collab. Well, I'm just outside Ottawa with some family, but I'll be back in town for tomorrow. Actually, I'm stopping by my brother's for a big obviously family get together where my sister, my brother, his kids, my mother, grandchildren, all that stuff is gonna be there. Yeah, man, we could sort it out. We'll sort it out in the DMs, man. We can't be posted all that stuff. People get way too hyped. The Jenova is everything, and the is it all a dream are the controversies of the Freudian deep levels of consciousness. Yeah, we'll be getting into all those kind of discussions a little bit today, especially where we're at in the game right now, where we're going to see some Sephiroth stuff, and we're going to be talking about some Jenova stuff, all that kind of encapsulated here today, as long as I can kind of go, hopefully get to all the necessary parts. And so Nietzsche had those 4 steps. He had the camel, lion, defeating the dragon thou shalt, and then he had the child. And like I was saying, his overall goal of what he wanted to teach through his writings, and I know his sister kind of took some of his loose leaf papers and ideas and put them into other books after he kind of passed away. He kind of wrote a lot about the 5th stage, which is what he called the Overman, the Superman. They presume me to play Hollow Knight together, so I'm dropping off now, but hopefully I can catch up. Yeah, for sure, dude. I'll be here. If you go do all your family stuff, I'll be here, brother. And appreciate you stopping by, showing the support, and let's grow together, man. We're Final Fantasy VII fans, so let's grow together. And I appreciate the games that we got, man, and we'll theorycraft and all that stuff, arguments, all that, but it's all with love, brother. So take care, Merry Christmas, enjoy the time with your family. And what Nietzsche did is he said after those 4 stages, there's something called the Overman, or the Ubermensch, is obviously he wasn't English, so translate over to the Overman, Superman, that kind of idea. And he says, what man, I think one of his famous quotes is, what man is to an ape, or what ape is to a man, the Ubermensch will be to man, kind of showing that his overall view of evolution, like humans look at apes and look at them as uncivilized creatures. When you reach the Ubermensch, they'll look at humans and look at these uncivilized creatures. So he kind of started that overall idea of, okay, what exactly is he really nihilistic? Is he this? Is he that? Because when you look at actually Friedrich Nietzsche's life history, huge loner, part of the war, had syphilis, was in love with a girl, told her that he loved her. Then after he ended up breaking up with her or not accepting his engagement, and there is this deep-rooted kind of like simp, kind of rejected by a girl that he loved, undertones in a lot of his writing. You have to learn to be individualistic because you don't want to be open to the fears and the harms of the world. And kind of that's how, and it's funny because his dad was actually, I think, a bishop, obviously Christian, and he kind of wrote, and it's like God is dead and all this stuff. So you can get kind of lost in a lot of Friedrich Nietzsche's stuff. But the biggest thing I took away from him was kind of his understanding of life and how you want to avoid being the first stage, which is the camel. You then want to evolve into the lion. You then want to get to defeating the dragon, thou shalt, and you want to get to the overall childlike mentality. And if you read a lot of books about frequencies and vibrations and all that kind of stuff, a great book is Power versus Force by Dr. Hawkins. And he talks about vibrations and love vibration, and essentially what you do when you end up reading a lot of different books philosophically. So you kind of can tie in different ideas. And so I kind of tied in the idea of Dr. Hawkins with Friedrich Nietzsche and how you want to get to the childlike state and Dr. Hawkins. So Nietzsche, childlike state, Dr. Hawkins' view of vibrations and love, which is essentially a child loves you. It's kind of like a dog, right? A child isn't a dog, whatever. I hope you know what I mean. I'm not, whatever. Hopefully I don't have to explain these things and we're at the high enough intellectual level to have this discussion. I'm not comparing a child to a dog, but A dog will love you no matter what. You can hit a dog, you can love a dog, you can feed a dog. It's happy to see you get home. It's happy to see you. It runs outside. It's like, oh my God, my master's here. Unconditional love is the love of a dog. A cat is more like it comes near you, you try to pet it, runs away, hisses, runs away, comes back when it wants to. So the vibrational part that Dr. Hawkins is talking about, being in the love vibration, is if you're always at that frequency, which I think is roughly 400 or 500 hertz, he discusses that everything kind of a lot more positive things happen to you in your life. And then when I was kind of going through my born again kind of situation, when I'm reading the Bible, you get to John, and the first kind of chapter of John, verse 1 is like, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was good. And it's like, what? It's like they're all saying the same thing, because vibrations it comes out through a voice spoken, the word. And if you look at images, images can be shown to you through vibrational frequency. Every single thing in the universe is in vibration. Nothing is still. Everything is moving at a very microscopic level. So reading the Bible, the New Testament, the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, hearing that from John, and then thinking about what I just read in Dr. Hawkins and thinking about Friedrich Nietzsche, you could think like, how can all those things kind of intertwine and kind of make a coherent statement of life and of the world? And it really does when you kind of take a step back and you kind of trying to look at the overarching ideas. And I'm saying all this really to get into the Final Fantasy thing, because I want to talk about the next thing. It's the holidays right now. It's kind of how I started the conversation. It's the holidays right now. I'm at home with some family, and I started watching this show called FFVII. And I thought FFVII was going to be this huge discussion of war and this elf having super amazing mage powers and this and that. What I'm kind of slowly realizing, I'm about halfway through the season. I think I'm on episode 14. And what I'm realizing about the show is that I'm not sure if they meant it to be like this or if other people took this part out of it, but it's kind of a show about depression and anxiety, about regret, about fears, and how she's kind of mixing her old memories with her new memories and trying to be a better person and help other people get through very difficult times. And it's kind of like it's written in an amazing way, because a lot of these things in this FFVII show, it's kind of like the internal dialogue we have with ourselves in our minds, that we're thinking, oh, I did this, I forgot this person's birthday, but I wanted to do this. And because that's what the last episode was. This guy forgets his birthday for this girl. And he essentially was like, well, I wanted to take you to come with me to go shopping, but he wasn't able to articulate that before she got upset. Typical, I have a crush on her. I did the wrong thing. How do I sort this out? Because obviously men and women are different and we handle things differently. But when I understood kind of there's this pastor who comes in and kind of starts explaining a little bit of what he's seen in his life. And he's trying to give advice to like this younger girl and to this younger man. And he's trying to tell her like he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's kind of unsure. That's how little boys or young men are, and this and that. And I was like, wow, the show isn't really about the action fighting scenes, which are cool in themselves, but it's more about developing forgiveness, the fears that we all have about different aspects of our life. And they provide very valid solutions of overcoming. Now, how does all that tie into, how does Nietzsche, Dr. Hawkins, the Bible, FFVII tie into Final Fantasy VII? It's because when I was going through that developmental stage of rebuilding my new foundation, I started questioning good and evil, good and bad, right decisions, wrong decisions. How do you determine the morality between good decisions and bad decisions? Is it a bad decision because you hurt someone's feeling, or is it a bad decision because you did something wrong? What is wrong? And all those kind of questions started kind of like help me build my overall foundation. And that's kind of why in Final Fantasy VII, a lot of times, like when I'm saying discussions about Sephiroth Redemption ARC, people are like, no fucking way, he killed all the people at Nibelheim, he did this, he did that, he's a monster. And I'm more like, maybe it's the Christian side of me that's like, I just hope Sephiroth forgives himself for the bad things that he did and realizes that he's been manipulated this whole time, which might not be at all what the way the story is going. That's how I generally kind of interpret it, especially with kind of the advent of Ever Crisis, First Soldier, and we see kind of the development of Sephiroth as a young boy, lonely boy, looking for friendship, rejected by his peers, how he internalizes the things that are happening, which are not the initial intentions of his friends, and how that kind of overall develops in Sephiroth's kind of ideology. Like the part that hit the most for me, like emotionally, not that I'm out here crying while I'm playing Fire, but it's just like, oh wow, I can feel like this feeling of rejection that Sephiroth's feeling is when Glenn, Matt, Lucia are being disciplined for disobeying the orders when they're at Rador, and they come back to the Shinra HQ, and Sephiroth kind of leaves, whatever. They say, okay, Sephiroth, take care of this dog, Rifu. And whatever, so they leave, they go to their disciplinary hearing, and Sephiroth leaves also, and when Sephiroth comes back to his room, he sees that Rifu's gone. And he puts his head down, and he's like, why didn't they take me? I would have came if they asked me. And it really shows like Sephiroth kind of turning back to his internal turmoil that he had before he met Glenn, Matt, and Lucia, because the first time he meets him, he's like, I never knew this is what it meant to have friends. I didn't know whistling at you was rude. I didn't know, like he's learning so much how to be a human, how to be normal, because we have to think Sephiroth is raised inside Shinra HQ in a freaking lab setting, under the Shinra Manor, in multiple different areas where he's just used essentially by his father, Hojo, as kind of like a test subject. Do this, do that. What's the training? What do the statistics say? How do we improve them? How do we do that? How do we do this? And a lot of that can form you into a different person. So when you have first interactions with normal people like Glenn, Matt, Lisa, well, quote unquote normal for Glenn, when you have interaction with people who have holistically thought about kind of different things and they're friendly and they're happy to see him, you can see the inner struggle between Sephiroth deciding, okay, I want to be a happy kid, but I also want to have fun, but I also know what a strong soldier never gives into his emotions. He says that in when he's in Rador with Glenn, Matt, and Lucia, and he says the same thing to ANGEAL when he's in the kind of Wutai illusionary area, or I guess Igara or Robio, when he's there with them. And you can see that Sephiroth's kind of programming is go back to my initial programming, which is a soldier needs to be emotionless. I need to be strong. I can't give into my emotions. Giving into my emotions makes me weak. And only Glenn, Matt, and Lucia allowed him to be a real normal person. Same thing with ANGEAL. When ANGEAL saves Sephiroth from Jenova when they're in Igara, Sephiroth sees that ANGEAL uses the first-class soldier sword first, and then after when Sephiroth gets injured and takes a knee, ANGEAL comes in with the Buster Sword. And Sephiroth understands that ANGEAL never uses the Buster Sword, because the Buster Sword, using it, brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that scene for me kind of encapsulated the beauty of ANGEAL. We also see a white feather fall down right in front of Sephiroth, which for me is another illusion of, yes, he is going to get this redemption arc. When Sephiroth falls down from the helicopter to save Glenn, Matt, and Lucia when they're in Rador, we see the white feathers fall down all around him as he's hitting the ground. So it's like they're trying to show us, at least illustratively, that there's something more to Sephiroth than just this black wing. And reading Nietzsche and reading Dr. Hawkins and reading the Bible and reading kind of all these things that kind of cemented my foundation, guys, and seeing this anime like Freerun, or seeing animes like Naruto where you have Itachi who does these things that are super evil. He slays his whole family, slays his whole village, but then you find out he actually did it for the protection, for the greater good. Or seeing guys like in Jujutsu Kaisen, guys like Shigeru Geto, who believes that there's two ways that we could solve the problem of the monsters kind of keep attacking. It's either to teach all the humans to control their emotions and teach them the secrets of Jujutsu Kaisen sorcery, or to eliminate all the humans. And you can see he's very struggling, and this is for philosophical discussions only, obviously. You can see he's really struggling to find out, well, what's the better thing? What's easier? What saves the most lives? And using kind of those ideas, or even if you look at Attack on Titan, which is probably my most favorite freaking anime, because the deception to every country thinking that they're right and the other person is the monster, and they're like, that kind of format, like what is good and evil. So I think I have to explain, because there's a lot of things I want to be talking about today as we're kind of going through this Platefall part, and as we go into Shinra HQ, there's going to be a lot of kind of Sephiroth stuff and Jenova flashbacks and all that. This is kind of the foundation of how I look at art that's delivered to us as gamers. And my perspective isn't solely, oh, Sephiroth is 100% evil. I know Sephiroth sacrificed himself to save his friends. I know Sephiroth sent Zack to go to Benora to find Genesis and ANGEAL because he knew that if he was sent, he would have to attack them. I knew that Sephiroth in Crisis Core tells us, I'm going to the Nibelheim reactor, but if I see something that's Shinra that I don't like, I will defect from Shinra. I see Sephiroth joking. I see Sephiroth allowing Zack to go back to meet his love, Aerith. Which, if Sephiroth knows all the future, he likely would have just eliminated Aerith at the church right then and there. So I say all that to kind of let you know like how I build my foundation for the Sephiroth Redemption arc, how I build my foundation from true evil Jenova, the destroyer of all worlds, the calamity from the sky, versus somebody like Sephiroth who's being manipulated and controlled and deceived. So I don't put them both in the exact same camp, and that's how I kind of build my overall ideas for where I think the game is moving forward. Are they going to move forward that way? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We'll have to see in part 3 and part 4. But that's generally how I view my overall understanding of the game. And I just want to kind of share that with you so that when I start saying things that I believe about the lore, or how I interpret the Ultimanias, or the different Ultimanias contradicting each other, or the remake Ultimania talking about S cells degrade and or G cells degrade versus S cells, but then Hojo in the actual game tells us, oh, we should merge Aerith with a G cell candidate or an S cell candidate, completely dispelling that whole idea that the G cell program doesn't work. I think a lot of people haven't really looked into Hojo as a scientist versus Professor Gas versus Professor Hollander versus Dr. Lucrezia Crescent versus Grimoire Valentine. And I think that they accept Hojo's kind of words like as they're the truth, when we know for a fact that in the original game, Hojo didn't know about the the weapons. He tells us at the end of the crater, oh, I thought this was just a myth. Hojo doesn't know about the Promised Land. Hojo doesn't know that Ephalma is dead. All things that they've changed in this game. At Costa del Sol, when we see Hojo in the original game, he says, oh, Aerith, how's Ephalma? Well, we know now they've changed that entire story where Ephalma's dead, and Hojo actually taunts Aerith. We'll likely get to that part today. Taunts Aerith and says, yeah, I dissected your mom. I took every single part from her to find out the truth of all the ancients. And if you know that Hojo understands Ephalma is an ancient, and that he dissected all of her limbs and all of her organs and all this stuff, why is then Hojo not implanting the soldiers with Mako and with Ephalma cells? It doesn't make any sense that once Hojo received the films from the Icicle Inn that Professor Gast and Ephalma filmed, learning about the weapons and learning about Jenova not actually being an ancient and all this stuff, it doesn't make sense that Hojo, knowing that, would continue to implant the soldiers with Jenova cells, which tells me, as understanding the story, that, okay, Hojo actually is the first victim of Jenova's mimic ability, because that logic doesn't logic. The logic of knowing Ephalma is an ancient, knowing Jenova is not an ancient, and choosing to use Jenova cells instead of Ephalma cells into the soldier program at Shinra. It doesn't logic for the overall outcome, which is to find the Promised Land, to have the reunion, to create a being that will be able to mimic the strengths and capacities that the ancients had. So that's my overall kind of ideas, thoughts, methodology in kind of going into all of this discussion. So with that all being said, let's jump in, let's kick some ass, let's find out if the pillar's going to drop. Is it not going to drop? How come Wedge is alive? Where's Aerith? Does Aerith save Marlene? All that good stuff. All right, guys, so thanks for tuning in. Obviously, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're on the channel, don't forget to drop a like if you like these kind of discussions where we talk about all of the lore kind of holistically and not kind of just pick and choose what I want to say because of my argument. This is the channel for you where there's no kind of safeguarding or gatekeeping of information. We kind of just discuss it as it is developed. So let's run it. Am I already healed up? Yeah, we're good to go. Probably should check my material stack, but as always, we just kind of wing it. We just trust that I'm strong enough.
Oh, for the love of... I'm getting sick of this. Don't they have anything better to do?
Tell me about it. You see how hard we got hit over here?
Shit. What's wrong with these people?
Let's just listen to this dialogue.
What's the situation up there?
Don't drink monsters. They're bad for your health. They hurt your liver, but
L2 is quiet.
they're tasty.
Hope they stay quiet down here.
That's all you got, bro. Alright. I dodged that. Oh, there's no way, bro. Let's shut this down first.
Let's finish.
Body piece of yours. Oh, healed him. I dodged that also. Man, the one thing I wish they did in the Final Fantasy VII, I think they actually fixed in Rebirth, but I wish the parrying was more like Elden Ring, because like I'm blocking these. I'm telling you, you might not see it, but I'm blocking these and I'm dodging out of these attacks. You guys felt the same way, kind of when you played. Oh, these guys suck. Oh, my health is freaking depleted. Okay, let's try to cheese these guys. Like this. Whoa, grenade. Don't hit somebody. You're not attacking him out yet.
Calling ice. Let's do this. No.
Braver, dude. What's going on? This guy went the wrong way. I'm getting popped. I'm not strong enough for these battles. This is just normal, guys. This is not hard mode. There's some chests. Okay, staircase up there. There's probably a chest over here. Why would they make this part? Come on, give me a reward. Hell yeah. High potions. Damn it. Gravity orbs.
Tough, but doable.
Why did I put my... Okay, this guy wants to beef me. Two of them. Let's
bam!
Sort that one out. There was two though, right? Maybe it'll come up when I go up the stairs. Nice, my freaking 18 bars getting juiced up. Hell yeah. Fleeing? I'm not fleeing. Oh, you came over here? I think so. Dodge.
There. Is that it?
Yeah, is that it, buddy? Man, imagine being in a house down there and just squished like a bug. Biggs is already busted up. So I have to think right now, okay, why the whispers with Biggs? Did Biggs see the whispers? Why is this whisper not attacking me? It's like sucking out my soul, like when he was sleeping at Marley's house, and the whisper came right above him. Big important part here that we learned Biggs and the orphanage information.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge?
Don't worry. He'll bounce back.
That's good to hear. Could have used some extra padding myself.
Yeah, it's busted up. Should have made this 18.
It's
because then you would get an actual representation. Okay, is he actually dying?
Cloud.
He's covering a wound, apparently.
Don't let it be for nothing.
What do I want to answer? Don't let it be for nothing. I won't. I don't like that answer. Let's be friendly.
What about you?
I've still got some fight left in me.
I've still got some fight left in me. Is Biggs dead? Is he not dead? Why does the Biggs we see at the end of the game not have a headband? Did somebody come help him recover him? Did Aerith save him? Why did the Whispers visit him before he died? Were they giving him a second chance at life? Is that why the Whispers visited Zack at the Edge of Midgar fight? Because they're giving him a second chance? Is that why the Whispers were visiting Aerith? Are they going to give Aerith a second chance? All things to think about. Just saying.
Enough for another platoon or two. gotta be a soldier to make a difference.
That's right. That's the biggest thing I learned. So back to the anime discussion we started at the start. Kaiju number 8, and all these kind of other smaller animes would show you could be a regular person and have a huge impact. Even Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd geek. I used to have a Star Wars channel where I used to do predictions of Mandalorian episodes, but Star Wars just kind of went off the boat. But even in Star Wars, there's a movie called Rogue One that shows you you can with Kent. Is it Cassius Andor? Kent. Anyways, his last name's Andor. Can't forget his. I forget his freaking name. But it shows you that you can make a difference as a regular person. You don't have to be a superhero to make a difference.
One more thing.
And last note, I'll just say for the movie buffs here, Kick-Ass, Kick-Ass, the 1 and 2. You could be a normal dude, whatever, and make a difference. It all matters where your heart is.
The Leaf House. It's an orphanage. In the Sector 5 slums. The kids, they're great. I used to visit.
Man,
That you'll have to do yourself.
not as a mean thing, but
Let me
as a
guess.
you'll survive.
Not a fan of kids.
No.
But you have so much in common.
So much in common with a kid, misunderstood, moody, all those kind of aspects that Cloud shows. And for those who want to know a little bit more about the lore, in TOTP Tracer 2 Past, I talked about this in my other videos, but excuse me, maybe I shouldn't drink that monster. I'm gonna be friggin' burpzilla over here. But Biggs is actually mentioned in the previous title, the previous written title, TOTP. And he is a child from the orphanage, and he actually saves Aerith when they're kids. There's this guy called Marcellus who starts to beat her up, push her down and stuff. And Biggs, in the book, he's called X. He actually beats up Marcellus to save Aerith. And I wish we would have seen a scene with Biggs and Aerith to kind of see like, oh, Aerith, this is you. You're grown up. This is me. Oh, wow. Oh, X, you've changed so much. It would have been, I think, a freaking cherry on top, which maybe they'll show in one of the dream sequences or ripple kind of areas or whatever. But I wish they would have really developed that scene for us.
Good luck, Cloud. Our future is in your hands.
The future isn't written. Remember that word, those wise words from Aerith. The past is the past, but the future isn't written.
This isn't over.
It isn't over. It ain't over till it's over. Cloud is like, I'm about to kill 1,000 people. An interesting thing here, don't you see? Does Biggs turn into a livestream shell after he's died? No, clearly not. Is he really dead? Something you have to decide for yourself, but typically from the things I've seen in Advent Children, when a human dies or a person dies, they turn into the live stream. When we look into the VR, when a person dies, they turn into the live stream. Biggs, a planetologist, you'd think that, oh wow, okay. Okay, I guess I gotta go up here and shut down and go up the stairs. Yeah, okay, cool. Biggs you'd expect to turn into live stream specs, but he's still here, chilling. Still here. Nothing happens to him if you hit him. So, things to keep in mind, right, guys? Alright, who wants to smoke? I wish the Buster Sword was stronger, because, oh man, this guy too. This guy's knocked out. Shows you the power. Both of these guys, see, like, in philosophy and all this stuff, and in life and everything, like, this Shinrachu thinks he's doing the right thing, right? He thinks I'm protecting what I swore to protect, this pillar and everything else, and these terrorists are coming to try to destroy it, so I have to do what my orders told me. He sacrificed, just like how Biggs is sacrificed downstairs. This guy, another Avalanche kind of sympathizer or whatever, he died for what he believed in. He's here. It's a terrible thing, war and all that stuff. And I wish that a lot of things didn't have to happen the way they do. But eventually, kind of when you get into a lot of the, oh, I have a buddy. Get over here, buddy. Where you going? Why are you running away?
You're done.
A lot of times, oh wow, that hurt. I could tell just by the way he was coming. That was gonna hurt. This buddy.
Steady. That's that.
I missed him. Damn, he hurt me. Yeah, like I was saying, a lot of times with war and sacrificing, we think that it's not necessary for development, but it's actually any civilization required a war to be where they are at today. And to say kind of otherwise is very ignorant. Not in a mean way, but in a way that it's kind of the way of the world. There's sacrifice needed for development, for the future, for all that stuff. And can we eventually get to a world where it's not required? Maybe. I just think at this point in time, from my understanding, from what I've read, it's almost like it's a necessity, unfortunately. It's just sad music, like all these people sacrificed here. Don't worry, it won't be just doom and gloom, and like, this guy's messed up. The music is sad from Biggs. Is this guy maybe fire? Let me hit him with a level 2.
Calling fire.
Okay, weakness for this guy though. Yo, lock on this guy.
So long.
Stop running away, chicken shit.
Whatever. Let's do this. Brace yourself.
Man, I'm running out of potions. And yeah, so this isn't just like a playthrough. It's a big life talk. Journey across the internet, and Funny Film Reviews do life talks. Final Fantasy VII life talks, motivational speeches. So not all the doom and gloom. Tell me there's something over here. I can't get over there. Because I think Final Fantasy VII is more than just a game. It's a big kind of echo of reality. It's a big mirror of a lot of things that happen in the regular world. Alright, what we got over here? Missed the box. Alright, we're near the chopper. Jesse's next, I think.
Testing. Attention, Avalanche scum. We know all about your evil plans to destroy the pillar. But
Propaganda.
the Turks, but Shinra, that's us, won't let you get away with it. So go.
So here's Cleese showing that Heidegger gave the order, confirming what Don Corneo said, that it wasn't actually Vice President Rufus Shinra, because Rufus, you have to remember that we learned from Before Crisis, since Verdot left, has full control over the Turks. And they swore, let's just say a blood oath, to uphold whatever Rufus orders them to do. So here the Turks are acting under their decision, confirmed by the president and Rufus, but they're making it seem as though Heidegger gave the order. So if anything goes wrong, Heidegger takes all the blame. So that's why he's saying, not the Turks, Shinra.
Fall back into whatever hole you crawled out of, or something. That ought to do it, right?
And if you say the verbal warning first out loud, then it seems like you control the narrative. Whoever says it first controls the narrative, because then you have to go and unpack and get all the information to make the order or whatever they agreed to undercut it to get the truth. A lie spreads faster than truth. Remember that always.
I know you. Mr. First Class. ass asshole.
Gotcha now!
Don't think so, buddy.
Think I know where to run?
Not good.
Yeah, not good. Pin down.
Throw down your weapon and surrender. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists.
There's a lot of helicopters there.
Man, screw this cheap-ass play.
Get down!
Tifa saves the day.
Thank you.
That was a close one.
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
I'm sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them.
Go. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. Does the heart mean cloud? Does the heart mean avalanche?
There's a bar in the center of town, Seventh Heaven. I need you to...
Get Marlene to safety, right? It's okay. I'll find her.
So a lot of people here, they say, well, how does Aerith know about Marlene? But they forget that in the previous chapter, we were in the graveyard, and Tifa was recollecting, saw one of the ghost children and said Marlene out loud, showing that there's a kid named Marlene that Tifa is looking over who wants to make sure she's safe. So Aerith, as kind of a regular person, is like, oh, is this, she probably wants me to go save Marlene as she's starting this discussion. So it's not so much a premonition of the future, even though I'm not taking away she might know some pieces of the future, because obviously when she touches Red and when she touches Marlene, they kind of get some sort of intuition or wisdom when she touched Cloud at the start of the game, even though Cloud was having visions before that when we talked to the guy at the station and he sees the plate fall. Oh no, that's after. Might have to adjust that idea. But yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to say is that's how Aerith knows what Tifa's talking about right here. It's not because, oh, she just guessed. How does Tifa know Marlene? Or how does Aerith know Marlene? It's because in the previous chapter, Tifa spoke about Marlene.
Huh? Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Consider it done. Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass. Come on. Seventh Heaven is this way.
Wedge, wait!
You guys can't stay here. Come on, come on!
I can't go the other way.
We don't have time to waste.
Trying to run up the plate, see if they'll let me. Nah, they won't.
Come on, let us through, goddammit!
He's just gonna leave us to die out here! I'm sorry, I can't open this gate without express orders. Sir, you need to step away from the gate.
You have to open the gate! If you don't let these people through!
Back off! It's not gonna happen.
Wedge!
I'm no good. Not to anyone up there or down here.
Believe in yourself.
That's not true, Wedge. Don't give up hope yet. We could still save a lot of lives.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you? I want to believe that we could still win somehow. But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning. Just this...
Ooh. I never caught this before. There's the title of part 3. Final Fantasy VII Reckoning. Rebirth. Reunion. Remake. Could it be? It doesn't have the reckoning, but I don't like the way he just said that at all. I might change my prediction from redemption to reckoning. We're going with reckoning from this day forward.
Feeling. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the overall idea that producers, directors, they hide things in plain sight. This is likely wrong or whatever, but things like this, I have a gut feeling that we're not going to be successful. There's one thing true. I have a feeling that this. So what else is in that sentence that's going to be true also?
Yeah. But that's no excuse to give up. I don't want to look back one day and wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything I could.
Boom. There's volumes to what you just said. More than one meaning. That gave Wedge just enough confidence.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make tonight. Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die!
See, it shows you that not all Shinra people are...
No, sir! I will not obey that order! This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly!
Just like Dr. Shirin tells us.
Wait!
The Shinra chopper that was responsible for saving Tifa's life.
Just down this
Not
road,
everybody is evil.
Head straight and look right. You can't miss it.
Some people are just
Don't worry about me.
victim of circumstance.
All right, I'll get these
They have to
people
work,
to
they have
safety.
families, they have to pay their bills. Alright, Eric,
Get
let's
out of Sector 7, please! You need to get as far away from Sector
Now
7
can I
as
sneak in
possible,
here?
right now! Go to Sector 5
Damn
or
it.
6! Anywhere but here!
Obviously not, but it would have been sick. What you doing over here, homie? What's on this board over here? Got President Shinra. Shinra propaganda. What's that say? Information. Prohibited items. Nothing new, right? Alright, let's boogie.
Someone who needs help, then help them.
What is it? What's going on?
They're evacuating us.
She's running with so much more vigor now than she was in,
You all have
Walmart
to get out of Sector 7! Now! Please!
Slow down. Do you know what's going on? What do they want with a pillar?
Well, there's still time, but...
They're going to drop the plate on us?
Marley's voice
Yes.
sounds familiar. Or Marl,
Those
how do you
sons
say
of
her name?
bitches. What good do they think that'll do?
Feel free to cry about it later.
Exactly.
Right now, we need to get everyone to safety.
Wait, the watch should clear the roads first.
Ah, good thinking. Up to it.
That's exactly who she sounds like.
Avalanche, I take it?
just a friend.
Tell Tifa to lay low. We'll take care of things here.
Okay, so in Avatar The Last Airbender, in Season 3, there's an episode called The Puppet Master. Hama, the waterbender, witch old lady, I'm sure of it, this is her voice. Hama from The Puppet Master, I think it's episode 11. No, that might be Day of Black Sun.
What are you doing here?
Where Katara learns bloodbending.
Oh god, look out! Oh no!
It's gonna crash!
As sure as the sun will come up every day is as sure as a Shinra helicopter will crash. Crisis Core reunion, in Lenora, all the time. Shinra helicopters go down inanimate children.
We need water! Hurry! The fire's spreading!
Marlene.
the thing about Marlene that I got big vibes about, especially in Advent Children Complete, which has a couple more scenes than the original does. There's a scene where Marlene and Denzel are essentially the reason how Cloud gets through his major depression. Because the reason why Cloud got his geostigma was because he felt depressed after, and his guilt for losing Zack and Aerith. And he kind of falls into that whole blaming himself for the occurrences, which is fair enough because he definitely did, or is responsible for some of that blame. One where he's passed out, the other one where he's unable to push back Sephiroth's sword, unless you believe that that's the true story in Rebirth.
You've got to be brave now, okay?
Come on, keep moving this way. Hey, hey, over here. Come on.
I'll take you to her. Ready? Mm-hmm.
Man, Aerith is so nice. The savior of the children. Who else is the savior of the children?
This makes any sense.
That's when I say there's a lot of biblical ties to this game. What's going on, Nick?
No need to rush.
I listened to some that band again in the car. Good stuff. And I saw Michael Knowles did a review on their song. I guess it is very controversial. This is the live version, the light version, all of them, man. Oh come, oh come.
This way. Quickly now. Keep moving.
So like I was saying, there's one savior who always comes to help the children first. And he calls us all his child.
Everywhere for you.
Who is that?
Daddy!
Lord and Savior.
You'll be fine.
Stop.
Okay, any chests hidden somewhere? Did I miss something by bringing this girl here?
The helicopter fell out of the sky.
Oh, nice, dude. Haven't been to a concert in ages. I think the last concert I would have seen would have been like 50 Cent when I was like 14.
We can get through this. We just have to work together.
There's a lot of Christian concerts that actually come out here to like Niagara Falls. And somebody at my church, this guy who I actually go to Dallas with almost every year to kind of do like a boys weekend with him and his family, like 15 of us guys just kind of go to unwind.
We need to get through.
And he went with his wife and his daughter. His daughter's at actually Liberty University. She's like a freaking all-star hockey player.
Almost there.
And his son's in the military out here. Probably shouldn't be saying all that information, but yeah.
Confirmed. One more bird lost. Probably for the best. After all.
After all what? After all what, son? You see your love? The person you're sworn to protect? Yep.
You can take it from here. Someone's been a little too adventurous.
So important here, Sung, is we have to remember that Sung loves Aerith. Aerith calls Sung her only friend growing up. He's been there ever since I was a kid. In Rebirth, when he doesn't die. Sung has friggin' 9 lives, man. Like you see him take an attack from Genesis. You see him take an direct attack from Sephiroth. You see him take an attack from ANGEAL. You see him everywhere where he's just kind of beaten down, but finds a way to survive. Has 9 lives. But I just want to say this real quick. So, Sung, you ever play Star Wars Knights of the Old? No, I never did, man. That was way back when I didn't have an Xbox, but my neighbor had one, and I remember watching him play it, but I never played it, man. I wish I would have played it, but oh, nice, the first playthrough. No, is it cross-platform for PlayStation? So everybody who's into like Star Wars and all that stuff, definitely go check out Nick's channel. They have a kind of group channel with him and a buddy called Echo Base Network. So if you're into Star Wars, all that lore stuff about Star Wars, about the new stuff, about the changes, are they good, are they bad? They have amazing content on there about reviews, about discussing things that they like, that they don't like, and it's a very kind of open-minded opinion that's not too one-sided. And they give very good kind of critical analysis of the direction of that games are heading, why they fail, why they win. And yeah, go check it out. Go check out his channel 100%, guys. Let me place it. man, hearing her cry. So is this... So does Tifa also have premonitions? Because if we look at... Oh, she's not on it. I was going to say if we can see her on here, because it'll probably do a cutscene when I cross through. But I don't want to go in. I want to just peek on her. Oh, she's right behind this corner? Oh, she's under the sink. So if you remember, man, these dishes are going to overflow onto her. But if you remember in the scene... Oh, you did? Dude, I can completely respect that kind of work, man. That's... Doing something like that could not be easy. Getting all the clips, even like going through, like, trust me, man, I understand the work. Going through and even just making theory videos on Final Fantasy VII that are like 12-minute clips, and it takes me like 8 hours of research. I could 100% understand the commitment it would take to make something, to go over all of the trilogy, and to have a detailed analysis of it all, where it went well, where it went wrong. The changes they need to do to bring George Lucas' influence back, all that good stuff. Okay, so what I was going to say is, in the graveyard, the train graveyard, we see Tifa picture the crying boy as Marlene crying in this exact position. Okay, see her? Just remember that.
You're Marlene, right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Tifa's.
Where is she?
Yeah, the entire thing.
Right now.
Had a music guy and a narrator.
The
Dude,
others.
yeah. Hard work, man, but how good did you feel once it was completed?
You mean Barrett?
That's kind of how I feel about my Jenova.
He's there too.
That's kind of how I feel about my Jenova video with my Jenova theory on Queen's Blood, and showing kind of the parallels. It's like, man, I've written it out, I've reviewed it, I've written it out again, and it's like sometimes doing something live almost feels like you can get your full ideas all the way out there and develop them in a proper way versus kind of like writing a script. But also for something that long, it's like you can't just free ball it, right? You want to make sure you say your points, you don't want to forget anything, you review them. So, dude, I'll have to check that out for sure. Can you drop a link in the chat? I don't know if I think I have everything
Not
open,
yet.
but
That's why
if you could
I
drop a
came
link to that
find you.
video in the chat, I'll 100% check it
Tifa
out.
asked me to.
How long
She
is it?
said, take care of Marlene.
Not saying if it's long I won't watch it, just saying like so I have an idea of how much time to
Thing
put
is,
aside.
this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer, okay?
Are they gonna destroy the bar?
Yeah, they're gonna destroy the bar.
Are they gonna destroy our house?
Yeah, it's about to be crashed and burned. Look at her little boots, man. So cute.
I know it's hard. Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together.
This Aerith would not know. Okay, this is where I say she would know and where I say she wouldn't know. Aerith doesn't know about Barrett.
Anywhere. Shall we go?
Man, this is so well done. My girl has bracelets like Barrett's bracelets. Oh, Jenova Flash. What was that? Jenova Flash? When we see them, remember, there's different views that we see. The white flash, the cellular degradation view, flashback scenes, when we see that green kind of radio frequency kind of overlap, Jenova Flash. Why is Aerith telling Marlene to stay quiet? What information did she just give her? Does Marlene have any ancient DNA inside of her? Who knows? Diane and his wife, who knows where they come from? But what Marlene now understands is, I'll be safe if I go with this lady. And also kind of sad.
You smell nice.
The man with the gray hair.
Like
You
a
need to
flower.
save her. And this is where Aerith realizes Cloud's love for Tifa. Because now she has the answer. Did you give my flower away? right? So think how Aerith is feeling now. A little bit uneasy, a little bit, oh, he did give the flower away.
I hope you remember.
Who works at the bar? Tifa. Cloud must have gave the flower to Tifa.
Come on.
So remember that. She knows that now. She has that understanding right here. Alright, son. Let's see your fresh-ass hair.
We'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
Do you think that I could help too?
Of course you can. Hey, what's your favorite flower?
Oh, you can only move forward? You can't move left or right. You're locked. Alright, son, kick the door in. Let's see the hair. I'm a baldy, so I could appreciate a man with good hair.
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
Sung.
A life for a life.
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
There's nothing to be scared of, okay? How about we make a deal?
Man, Aerith is Mako infused. Check those eyes. Aerith is bathed in Mako. And that girl has wrist bracelets like that on her wrists. Awesome transition.
Gotta move. Let me finish this already.
Reminder, once again, for like the 5th time, soldiers cannot die by bullets. Even a helicopter cannot shoot a soldier. Just saying.
Stairs.
Every time I say that, remember, I'm referencing Zack can't die to bullets, just in case that was unclear. Reno likes to trying to pull the pull the helicopter away from shooting her. Or Rune, sorry.
Nice catch.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
Look at him.
Damn it!
Oh, I don't want to.
You want to explain yourself, partner?
I love Tifa. In the original game, when you have Tifa in your party, Rude doesn't attack her.
I sent her to Seventh Heaven to get more ammo.
And Wedge?
That's just lucky.
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
Oh, they don't want to go here.
We can still
Definitely think
stop
we're
this.
missing something over here.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And where do you think you're going?
Let's hit him with a Thunder level 1.
I need you!
Let's hit him with a Thunder level 1. Don't need to waste the good stuff on these guys. Okay. So I guess this staircase is broken down. New door. Man, I hate this weapon.
If this is how
So
you
loud.
want to play it, that's fine by me.
Okay, let's hit it with another Thunder.
Buzz off. You're mine.
Oh, go on the other side. So yeah, so we can only shoot one of us at a time.
Sorry.
You gonna help Tifa or what?
Too late.
Come on, wherever the hell you are!
I won't
Okay,
give
can
up.
go this way. Does the other ladder lead somewhere else? I have to go check the other ladder.
Let's finish this. Deal with that.
All set.
Brush up. Okay, I guess. Yo, I'm stuck. Okay, I guess we'll go check out the ladder.
assholes like this!
Reno, chill. You're doing 5 damage per shot.
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit.
Oh, it just led to the exact same thing. What a waste.
Save us all some time and give up.
What over here? Chest?
Move aside.
Make way. Cut through.
It's on you.
Okay, let's
Buzz
go.
off.
Yeah. Give him your all. Get in there.
Gotcha.
Give it up.
Keep it together.
All set. Bring it.
Saber, I can see ya.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, you better run.
So chest over here. Risking it for the biscuit. Dead end.
Come on, wherever the hell you are.
Whoa. Okay, what would be a good attack on these guys?
Deal with that.
Okay, the chest split them up. Nice.
Watch yourself.
Hang back.
Come towards me.
Shield ready. Brace yourself. Don't overdo it.
Let's go.
Okay, any chests?
Mow them down. No escape.
She's thunder. I don't like this fire.
Fry.
Okay, let's pop it ether. My stomach's killing him. I gotta take a freaking potty break. That's why I say don't drink monster. Destroy your insides, man. Damn. And I got a pee too.
What's up, guys?
You're like a baby. Don't know what to do. What movie that's from? Come on, guys. Only from reviews. What movie's that from? You're like a baby. Don't know what to do. If you know, you get a cookie. I'm gonna give you a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8.
What was that?
That is from the movie Avatar, the blue alien ones, where Natiri meets Jake Sully, and she's teaching him how to be one of the Na'vi people.
11 out of 10.
I think that's when she's teaching him how to ride.
Today's your unlucky day, because I never miss.
Why are the whispers around Jesse? Question we should all be asking ourselves. Oh,
Move aside.
Again.
Make way. Cut it through.
Time to end.
Dude to the left.
I got it.
Looks like you guys are having the time of your life. What?
Seems we've lost control of the top floor.
Our guys are seriously struggling to take down these assholes?
Anyway, we may need to intervene personally.
Whatever you say, partner.
How would you guys be saying these things? Oh, I hate these guys. Let's
Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. Good luck.
Let's do this.
Yo.
Take it from here.
I got
I'll go
it.
die.
I won't give up. That it?
You're up.
all the times.
Why are you switching to this guy?
That's that. So long.
Yeah, I'm low on my potions are gonna be done. Alright, let's get out with Tifa. Good thing maybe I'm broke, but at least I got potions.
Give me a break. It's on you.
All set.
Bang!
Let's do this. It's on you.
My turn. Keep it together.
I got it. Come on. Bring it.
Hurry for me!
Bring it. Watch yourself.
Let's do this. Don't stop now.
Seizing the opening. Get from hell, okay?
Enough. You're mine.
Too late.
See ya. Don't overdo it.
Let me handle it. Good luck.
Hang back.
Wow. Is this part this hard for everybody else? Because I feel like they're doing decent damage on me. Nice. Okay, hold that thought. I'm gonna get a snack real quick. Right here. Hold that thought, guys. Be right back. Alright, we back. Washroom break done. Snacks ready. And we back. We back. Alright, not sure how loud this is going to be, but I had to readjust the mic a little bit closer. And, okay, we back. The break is done. The snacks are here. Don't drink Monster. It makes you pee like a frickin' racehorse. And I got some snacks here. Y'all like Takis? I like these little spicy ones, man. El Fuego. But they make you have red fingers, man. Try to play a video game with.
Tifa, if you could see the look on your face. So, you're the guy who gets to hear my last words.
Man, Cloud dealing with mad death.
Lucky me.
Like hell they're your last.
Look at him, optimistic.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. They were my bombs. They were all my victims.
Yeah, she's really holding on to that. Has no idea that Shinra kind of made it a lot worse than what she actually planned.
My hero. So gentle.
Just try to hang on.
So dramatic. I just wish that I could have had you over again. Everyone with Mom's cooking. I really wanted to believe we could.
Yeah. You owe me a pizza.
Like, think how narrow-minded, like her. I just want to have you over with Mom's pizza. How would your mom cook if all the reactors are exploded and there's no electricity? She hasn't even thought that all the way through. But, you know, dying wish, I get it.
That's right. I do. But I don't think... Oh no. Tifa's crying. Did I say something wrong? Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know.
Cloud should have just used the revive materia. Revive, hit her with a phoenix down. Everybody's okay. But then we wouldn't have the undertones of what the story's trying to tell us, how to deal with loss. Decisions. Should I or shouldn't I? A lot of times we make decisions in life that don't always have the outcomes that we think they do. And a lot, when you start reading a lot of philosophy, you start to learn that a lot of times you think you're in the right, but you're not always in the right. Your right could be someone else's wrong. So how do you then determine what is true right and what is true wrong? Let's heal up. And I think we got the Reno and Rude fight right now. And I think Nightmare was telling me that I could steal or use Mug or whatever against them and get some armor. So I'm definitely going to try to start doing that because, as you can see, what I'm about to buy here, I ain't got no money. I'm broke all the time. Oh, I got AK. I'm rich. Can I buy an elixir? Nope. Phoenix down. Get these. Let's get stock up on some more potions. Okay, 6 were in, gone, just like that. Okay, titanium mithril studded bracer. This will help Tifa. Magic defense, good. She has this now, right? I wish. Oh no, she doesn't have this. Oh yeah, she does have this equipped. Okay, cool. I can buy these, but I'm gonna try to steal from these guys first, and then if that works, then I won't waste my money. Let me just make sure she has steel equipped. Yep. No healing magic. Cleansing, poison, assess. Kind of just wing it with the assess. I'll put healing on her. Warding reduces debuff duration by 25%. Binding, sleep, silence, breach. Dispel. This could be cool. Okay. Okay, let's throw some healing. Cura. Don't take Aerith's. Bear's gonna be in the fight, so he'll have this stuff too, actually. Okay, cool. I might not need to switch that up. Dang, 16? Alright, let's see what we can get here. Alright, boss time, let's get it.
I ain't done with you yet! You hear me? Think you can come up in here and do what you want? We gonna take it?
Barry!
Tifa! Get your ass behind cover! Now! Chopper's gonna chew you up!
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the credits roll. Though we gotta keep moving if we want to make it that far.
Leading man sticks around to the credits roll. Yep. Zack stuck around to the credits roll. Just saying. Oh, so it gives you a chance to kind of go in the menu.
Rematch, huh?
Reno, I'm about to pop you, bro.
Rude.
lightsaber. Shinra version of a lightsaber.
You. It's nothing personal, bitch.
Easy money.
Miss me.
You're next, asshole!
Sorry, losers. Gotta play for keeps today. No time
Play for
to dick
keeps.
around.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation. Plate separation authorized.
Like, where's Tifa? Why is she not beating this guy up?
Yeah, coming right up. Yeah? No, you don't. Not when I'm working.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Press it. Now. You ain't got shit on us. Get cocky now. Careful. He's quick.
Yeah, quick and running away, baby.
Okay, that hurts.
Keep it together.
Need my help, do you?
Watch yourself.
Suck on this.
I don't have to suck.
It's on you.
Watch and learn. Bang, bang. You're up.
All set.
I got this.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That better probably heal him. That's a bad idea. I want to use any heals.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's hit him with Lizard, I think is his weakness. Let's see.
Need my help, do you?
Secure Cloud.
You got this.
I got this.
Yeah, he's super weak to Blizzard.
Stubborn little shitbirds, ain't you?
Prepping for a bombing run. How come?
Say what? I see you're doing whatever the hell you want. Guess I'm rubbing off on you. Heads up, guys.
You're up.
Hang back.
Why the way, bro? Why would you guys stay in the same direction? So silly.
Run complete. Reload.
Keep it together.
About damn time.
Let's do this.
All set.
My turn.
Guess it's my turn. Gotta love it. I'm out on you.
Come on.
Suppose you stunned her against that? Let's hit him with focus shot.
You're up.
Whoa.
Don't overdo it.
All right. Watch it learn.
Let me in. Yeah. Good luck.
Hang back.
Yes, buddy.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Come on. You know he's invincible.
Lift your wings, huh?
I was planning to join you anyway.
Any landing you can walk away from. Come on, let's teach him the first two-step. Okay. What happens when you mess with the Turks?
Okay, then I'll chill it a little bit.
Let's do this. Don't overdo it.
Watch and learn. Bring it home.
All set.
If you're gonna pick a fight with the Turks, you better be prepared to lose the fight. Taking over.
Confident exit. There.
Gotcha.
Guess it's my turn.
Why are you all over
I
here?
got this. It's on you.
Let's do this.
Give it up. Yeah, I'll do it. Don't move. Give them hell.
Let's go.
Taking over.
Damn it.
It's on you.
Need my help, do you? Bring it home.
I got it. You're up.
I got it. Sorry.
All right. Watch and learn.
Bro, what are you doing?
Let's go.
This guy's almost pressured.
Take it. Along. Let's finish this.
Yo, okay, I need you to run these cures real quick. Tifa. Guess myself. No one's attacking me. Like, how insane is that?
It's on you.
I got this.
Need my help, do you?
Not just hear yourself.
This ain't nothing. Sorry,
I got
no choice.
You're up.
Taking over.
Bring it.
Blade separation authorized.
Too slow,
Awaiting
Tifa.
Confirmation.
How do we stop it? Who knows?
Where are you going? Move! Getting real tired of your shit!
Keep up!
Where'd you...
Blade separation initiated. Blade separation initiated. Commencing separation sequence. Section 1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately. Blade separation initiated.
You son of a bitch! What have you done?
Cloud!
Tifa!
Nightmare, you know, you just reminded me when I just seen your name. I gotta redo that fight. Damn. I don't even think I saved it. You just reminded me I was supposed to steal from these guys. And I told myself right before going into the fight, steal the armors from these guys. And then I get into it and I don't freaking do it. Dang. There's my last load spot. Ugh. Now I gotta go broke. Spending it on freaking... I told myself before the fight. Yeah, bro. You said steal from them, right? They got good armor? Something like that yesterday? Yeah.
Nothing. There is nothing you can do now.
You can't do this!
Tifa! I found my lane!
So this is also different from the original. The original Sun comes with Aerith on the helicopter.
Where are you?
Versus obviously now being on
Sir, your activities unwittingly brought you into contact with the Ancient, who is now back in our custody where she belongs. For this, you have my sincerest gratitude. Alas, the sector in which you stand has been condemned.
Ancient?
Run! You have to go now!
And where exactly do you expect them to go?
Aerith!
Overplate separation imminent. Evacuate the area immediately.
See, my go adds up because plus 5 different messages and that's on. Yeah, I might have to let me see where my last load spot is. If it's right before I go into the match. Texas. Will this like kick me from the game? Oh, dilemma. I have no idea where I'm supposed to run right now, bro. Intuition.
Hey! Over here! Found us a way out!
Tifa.
Come on! Come on!
Man, how strong is Bear to one-arm that? 3 humans on him? Or 2? It's just a casual zipline that goes all the way into Sector 6. Or Sector 5. And this is where, if you're playing intermission, kind of walk out. Yeah, that scene right there. Reeves is obviously pissed because he told the president not to crush the plate. Likely why Reeves kind of starts thinking, okay, these will help these Avalanche people because they're making moves that seem to make more sense with Civilization. Like, you can't be just dropping plates, killing 50,000 people, roughly. Obviously, we know that some of them escape, but... Nightmare, do you know what the armors were, what they're called? Because I guarantee I did not save before I went into that fight. What's going on, Mafia? Nah, it's not where the cool kids hang out, man. This is just where, like I said, I'm back home for the holidays. Just gonna jump on the stream, go through it, doing like some lore and talk and stuff. Typically what I would do when I'm watching your stream, but instead of typing 1,000 messages, I'll just talk through it. Let me just see my last load spot. Where are we at now? Autosave a broken world. Is that right before? 23, so it's an hour and 15 after. Let me save where I'm at here and just see where I'm at if I load the other one. Sorry guys who just saw me do that fight, but I want to just see. Because I ain't got no money. Oh, whoa. Oh, did it just load me out of here? Oh yeah, it did, damn, yeah. Ugh, man, what a fail. It auto-saved right after I completed, then I just saved exactly where I am. Saving over the spot that I wanted to go to. Alright, it's gone. We're gonna have to be spending our money. Magician's braces and heavy duty. Yeah, I needed that big time. My equipment's so weak, my material's so weak, man. I'm just trying to freaking overwhelm all my fights.
Here goes.
Trusting my reactions. But yeah, Mafia, I need more of your skills, man. I need more of the don't spend no gil, save it up, and then after for when I really need it. But I'm broke every time I buy potions, man. Buy potions, stack in Phoenix Downs and Mega Potions whenever I can.
Marlene!
Marlene!
Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse!
Oh, didn't he just send a message? Oh, my bad, Nightmare. I don't know how he sent it to me. I saw it on my screen. It came up. Maybe it was a message on one of my videos.
God damn you all!
I saw on the corner of my TV screen. It said, "So this is where the cool kids are hanging out." I thought he was reading the messages that you were typing, but I guess yeah, he's not even on this, or he deleted it, or I don't know, man. I saw it come up on my screen. Maybe it's. Let me check the just my general comments. Yeah, it's not in my general comments either. I don't know what's happening, man. You're probably thinking, Nightmare, who the hell is this guy? Yeah, see? He said I'm here.
We did this.
He said I'm here. But it's not in the... That's weird, Mafia. It's not coming up in the chat. It's coming up in... It's coming up on my TV, but it's not coming up in the... in the chat for the stream. I don't know, man. You got that... You got that streamer, so you don't get doxed. You got the secret streamer messages. I don't know if it's a setting you have, but I don't have it set up that way. I don't think. I just have whatever's default. So yeah, Nightmare's Mafia's here, but his messages aren't showing up in the stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sent 2 messages that I can see, but I guess it's not. You guys can't see it.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Nah, don't hold on to anger. It's wrong. What does Era tell us in Rebirth at the Temple of the Ancients? She says, don't use the fuel for anger. She says, use the fuel for forgiveness. A very key life lesson. But at this stage, obviously, Barrett's still upset with his overall feelings for Corel, his overall feelings for what just happened to his friends. And he only comes to the forgiveness stage after everybody leaves from the Highwind and comes back to it, which is going to be in part 3. Aerith is the GOAT. Yes, she is. To some people. Now, Mafia, you got to fix your comment section or whatever, because I could see it on my stream, but it's not dropping in the
Aerith found her.
In the chat. Oh, is it because what if I switch this to top chat to live chat? Okay, there you go, live chat. Nightmare, switch your settings.
Yeah. That's her.
To live chat. Then I just switched them over here now, and I could see them.
What the hell's going on?
There we go. I see him now. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
Yeah, Mafia, how's the playthrough going for Red Dead Redemption, man? I saw that you were going through. You made it past the past a lot of cool parts. And man, I love that game.
Where you going?
But yeah, I'm only going to be kind of streaming as much as I can during the holidays. I have a lot of content to do for my other channel, for all my trading stuff. and I'm gonna start maybe doing live streams for trades on that. So just trying to kind of talk through some lore. Because I feel I've been leaving people hanging. I'm saying, oh, there's a video coming out. Don't worry, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. But I keep getting caught up in life. And you know how it is. You got kids and a family and all that stuff. But yeah, I keep getting caught up in a lot of things that... So many things to do. Which one do you do first, right? Oh, man, I'm not sure which way to go first. Am I on graphics mode? I think so. I think that when I was on performance originally for my for when I was playing, but then I was thinking, oh well, what if I do graphics mode? Let me double check here. But I saw online that you have to actually get kind of a capture card or whatever if you want to stream in 4K. Because my TV's 4K and my setup should be in 4K, but where do you go again? System, gameplay. Dynamic graphics. Yeah, I'm set up on graphics. Should it be performance? I thought graphics should be the one. Prioritizing displaying graphics at 4K resolution versus prioritizing maintaining 60 frames per second. I guess if I can't stream in 4K, maybe I should be in performance. You know all about this stuff, Nightmare. Whatever you say to click, I'll do that. Because I could probably stream in 60 frames, but no matter what I do without a capture card, I can't do 4K. I don't got the Elite Mafia setup. Okay, no, I don't want to go this way first. I can't play in graphics. Oh, really? It's good. It's Super Vive for sure. Super slow. And gameplay's clunky, yeah. Understandable though, considering how big it is, but still certain parts are really enjoyable. Yeah, man, I love the story, and like I never really played. When I got huge into Star Wars and Mandalore and all that stuff, I started watching a lot of like old school westerns, like 310 to Yuma, Into the Furnace, Hostiles, those kind of movies. And I just was like, man, I love westerns. And then I kind of played Red Dead right after I watched some of those movies. I was like, damn, what the hell? This is a dead end? Oh, this is where I started. Before I pushed the wall out. Okay, that was a waste of time. So yeah, man, so I got really into westerns, and even season 1 of Mandalorian, man, unreal. So yeah, I became a western guy. Just a western guy.
I don't...
I got ambushed by a bear. Exactly. Given the RDR vibes, right? The bear just coming out of nowhere and attacking you, ruining all your progress. Did you end up finishing... Are you starting with Yote Nightmare? Because I think you were telling me that you're on Last of Us trying to get the trophies, but they were glitched out. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
So important part coming up here.
Tell me.
Crucial. You finished yo, dude. How do you even know how to speedrun these things so quick? How many hours? What's your hours of gameplay? So here there's a crucial part for the lore. Pay attention very clearly what Sephiroth says to Cloud. It echoes something that he said to Cloud at the start of the first... Yeah, exactly. He is on a platinum tear. It echoes something that he said to Cloud at the start of this game. You're not even strong enough to save yourself. Reiterating the entire idea of Cloud needs strength, needs to grow stronger, because Cloud's main thing is that he wants to save Tifa. That's the reason he joined Soldier. That's the promise he made to her as a child. I will grow strong enough to be able to protect Tifa. And what we're going to see is Sephiroth making the allusion to Cloud here once again, once the Black Feather falls down, and Tifa and Baird are finally able to see Sephiroth, because right now only Cloud could see him. And part of the lore that a lot of people don't really discuss, or that they don't like to discuss, is why is Sephiroth kind of in the opposite way that you'd want to? Why is Sephiroth encouraging Cloud to get stronger? Why is Sephiroth almost kind of like goading Cloud to get stronger. If he knows that Cloud's eventual result of him getting stronger leads to Sephiroth's defeat. Why is Sephiroth at the edge of creation asking Cloud to lend him his strength? So these are the kind of aspects that I look at the game that most people kind of overlook, or that they don't put a lot of importance to. But these are things that I'm like, okay, he's asking Cloud to get stronger. Is he asking Cloud to get stronger to break him free? Is he asking Cloud to break free of Jenova's hold, that is? Is he asking Cloud to get stronger to ally with him to defeat Jenova? Is he asking Cloud to get stronger to defeat him? Is it kind of like just trying to like piss Cloud off, like get stronger, ha ha ha, you'll never be able to save her because you will never be able to stop me? Is it kind of like that also, evil mastermind type thing? So I ask myself those questions and I don't have a solid conclusion. And the only thing that kind of leads to my overall conclusion, he could take over. Exactly. But then you have to think, Nightmare or Mafia, why would Sephiroth want Cloud to get stronger? Yes, he can take over Jenova, but then if Cloud has control over Jenova, then he will inherently have exactly Sephiroth Redemption ARC. Exactly, dude. So if Cloud then is stronger than Jenova, then that still means that Sephiroth will have to submit to the power of Jenova. So that's the overall view of kind of why kind of I don't really look at this the same way as most people do, and why I often preach the Sephiroth Redemption arc, because it seems as though all of the control that's happening in Sephiroth's life is being manipulated by Jenova. And what a lot of people don't answer is that in Ever Crisis, there's a scene where Sephiroth's locket gets lost in Rador, and he's looking for it. He's looking under dead bodies. He's looking everywhere. That Glenn, Matt, Lucia try to help him find it, and the life stream, which is peace, calmness, hand delivers that locket to Sephiroth as a kid, right into his hands, right on the ground, right in front of him. And he goes over to pick it up, and Glenn, because Glenn's mad that Sephiroth just killed Rosen, Glenn kicks it back into the life stream. So, like, questions that people don't ask themselves is, why would the life stream, that's pure goodness, want to return something so precious to Sephiroth? Would it be to keep Sephiroth on the path of good? Would it be to help Sephiroth not go down to the quote-unquote dark side? And these are kind of things I ask myself. It's like, they put that in the game for a reason. What is the reason? So if you guys got answers, obviously drop them in the comments. I'll read them out, and we'll keep rolling through here. But all that to say, this important scene right here, look what Sephiroth says to Cloud about strength.
She is. Give me something to hang on to.
I agree, Mafia. We need to defeat her for once and for all. But I think that Sephiroth is going to be the one to do it, and Masamune is going to have to break to show all of her kind of strength is gone. Because the Masamune is purple and is Jenova infused, and we learned from the swordsmith.
I know I've heard of them, at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
Let's look right here, because the only time Cloud...
The Turks wanted her so badly.
The only time Cloud heard about the Ancients was through Sephiroth. Oh, here we go.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients.
Right on cue.
This planet is my birthright.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? Welcome back, man. Well, I was at the pillar, so we just got to this point here, and I'm just kind of talking about, listen to Sephiroth's words here. You failed again? You're not strong enough? Which is exactly the reason why Cloud decided to join Soldier. Nobody sees anything. Cloud's terrified. You can see it in how he's, oh my god, he's alive. And he kind of, through suffering, you'll grow strong. But the main question is, maybe Steve, you could answer this, is why would Sephiroth want Cloud to get stronger if the eventuality of Cloud getting stronger is the defeat of Sephiroth? Cloud? So he tells Cloud very specifically, isn't that what you want? Which is the core and essence of what he wants. I want to be strong enough to protect Tifa.
Let's go.
Heading towards which looks like, oh, Easter eggs? I'm about to go check it out right now. In the alley, not sure if you checked it out, there's a stamp poster on the back of the camel heading towards what looks like the Temple of the Ancient. There's a lot of that too. Dude, where? Back this alley? I did not see a poster with a camel. Or if you're talking about earlier on. Now you got me stopping and looking at these things. This looks like a Loveless kind of dance hall play. This is, I don't know. On the hunt for a camel. What's this? Shitty van. Okay, maybe. Okay. No, don't knock it over. Okay. Okay. Ah. Now showing Stamp's Adventure. Cool, dude. This is an amazing... I never even knew this. And it's funny because the start of this entire stream, I talk about Friedrich Nietzsche and the 4 stages of evolution. The camel, which is the first one. The lion, defeating the dragon, scales thou shalt. And then after, the child, and eventually the Ubermensch. Yeah, that's definitely Stamp heading towards the Temple of the Ancients. What does it say there? Stamp and the hidden treasure. Is that what it says? Can I, how do you do, how do you zoom in? I think that says Stamp and the hidden treasures, right? Now showing. Dagger. I love that. Retriever tramp shooting the head. Stamp heading towards the aquarium, making the structure. There's also where Stamp is retrieving bread for one of the Mughals. Haha, yeah. All things that help support a lot of different theories, a lot of different ideas. That's why I'm not so sure. People are still saying it's the original, it's this, it's that. That's obviously why I'm on the stance of anything from 2019 is the new foundation for Final Fantasy VII. That includes all the Ultimanias, all the books, even though they're contradictory, and when they're contradictory, the view is that the game is the ultimate canon. I think the Beagle design being associated with Sephiroth is definitely supported by some of these clues. Okay, yeah. At worst, I think it's Sephiroth's stamp on Cloud's consciousness, sort of. Ooh. Okay.
It's like there's a hole in the sky.
But which one? So do you think the Beagle, when you're looking at the Beagle, the Terrier, and I don't even know what the second main one would be, the Corgi and the little bushy dog that looks like Zack. Which one do you think are you of the view that one is the main and the other ones are separate? Are you the view that they're all into one and then they're broken apart and then Sephiroth's reunion will bring them all together? Are you of the view, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, Sephiroth and consequently Jenova for the purpose of getting the black materia. See, the tough thing about the black materia, man, is one, obviously it's not like the original. In the original, Sephiroth picks up the black materia at the Temple of the Ancients, and then after we fight him in the Whirlwind Maze, and then Sephiroth picks it up, gives it to Nanaki, or we pick it up, we give it to Nanaki, he then gives it over to Cloud, and Cloud hands it over to Sephiroth. And versus now, where we have Cloud looks in his pocket, has the clear materia that Aerith gave him, has the black materia. Did the black materia turn into the clear materia? Why does he put the black materia into a sword? Why does Aerith say, don't worry about the black materia, it's a fake? Like, all these things, like, why did they say that? Why did she say that? Why did this happen this way? And I think the whys, Square's done a great job at dropping a whole bunch of why this, why that. Because Final Fantasy VII, man, without it, like, it's essentially the foundation for, like, theory crafting, theory building. Like, I really think that the way they made this story is what kind of, it created a whole kind of ecosystem of people bringing out their ideas or bringing out understandings of what happened to vigorously debate. It's very kind of, what's the proper word? Confrontational. Like, what certain people believe, they believe it to their core. What other people believe, they believe it to their core. And I try to look at all of it and try to say, okay, well, this kind of makes sense, but this kind of makes sense, but they didn't look at this part, or they didn't look at this part, and this where, even in some of my theories, man, some of my theories have some decent holes in kind of, well, your theory doesn't make sense because of this, and I try to find elements to try to put it all together, try to make it make as coherent sense as possible. which is why I spend so much time, and it's why people like you, Steve, spend so much time on kind of theory crafting and bringing kind of ideas to light. That's like, we all think, I think I have the key. I think I have the key. And I think that ecosystem of kind of content creators really creates a deep love, a deep passion for the game, where you almost don't want your theory to be wrong unless it's the way that the devs are going in their direction. You know what I mean? It's like if another theory contradicts with one, it's like, I hate you. in kind of like at least for me, in a friendly way. But to some people it's like, no, you're wrong, you're an idiot, you're this, you didn't think about this. But I'm just like, well, this game's gonna bring out a whole bunch of ideas. Okay, let me see what you dropped here. Okay, senses. I mean, that's screaming foreshadowing. Yep, for part 3. And mind you, while Labrador, who really looks like Cloud, is unconscious and being carried by the other Stamp Beagle in this case. And not only that, Carrier and Chihuahua, which literally looks like... Yeah, exactly. All have their variations on carrying his unconscious, while Labrador, which is Cloud-coded. Yep. Sorry to hijack, it's a bit of a rabbit hole, haha, but I join you. One can easily be blinded by one theory and the other. My take on the dream world is layers of clouds in my conscious. Yeah, I see that you're big on, not Sigmund Freud, but Carl Jung's... Is it Carl Jung? No. Well, there's a lot of things, Steed. Nightmare probably, who, if he's still in the chat, he has this kind of Kabbalistic view, so the Kabbalah, Jewish Kabbalah, and how it talks about the 7 kind of layers of consciousness. And he was explaining, he was kind of explaining that, well, that's the thing. I agree with a lot of Carl Jung's kind of ideas, but it's always hard, right? It's hard to like take someone's holistic work when you look at their life and you look at where they're coming from, you look at why they wrote what they wrote, you look at if they're anti-Christian, which immediately creates a bias for me, right? Everybody can be an individual, and if you look for the answers within yourself, you can find like a lot of that stuff. It's like I'm already in a battle against kind of that, right? So it's like I'm trying to listen to their ideas, but at their core, they're saying you don't need a savior, you can save yourself. Look at these different levels of intellectuality, of knowledge, of wisdom. And you can get lost very quickly in a lot of those kind of ideas, and actually can lead you more astray than put you on the proper path. Overall, in a holistic, like in a life essence sense, right? But Nightmare was talking a little bit about the Kabbalistic words, so about Sephiroth, Sephiroth and Jenova, and some of that other stuff. And he was saying that Jenova is kind of the pit, and Sephiroth is the peak, being one the lowest level and one the highest level. So when he kind of said that, I was like, yo, bro, don't be saying that kind of stuff in here, because I'm just going to be thinking Sephiroth is the top peak that everybody has to aim for. So really, really, really interesting kind of perspective. I would love for him to kind of make a video about that, but he does mostly speed. What do you call it when people do like speed run through kind of games. You should check out his channel, man. He has amazing kind of playthroughs, and he beats bosses in like 30 seconds, man. It's insane. Like 0 hit damage type stuff. So I know you're not hijacking, man. I love talking about all this stuff for real. Okay, Nick says, I think she knows the black materia is fake because she knew the temple itself was the black materia. Oh, okay. And when they fell to the bottom, she found it down there and put it in Cloud's pocket while he was out. Yeah, definitely a possibility. But Nick, think about this. When Aerith, think about this, okay? When they fall into that fit, which I'm not even sure they actually fell. So I just want to put that out there before a caveat, before I even start that, right? So when they fall and they go into that dream sequence, when Cloud then gets dropped off by Barrett into the forest, you can see that Aerith is actually awake, right? How is Aerith awake if she's also in Cloud's mind? Because she's walking with them. They're only carrying Cloud. Because what's obvious is that Cloud had a Jenova kind of sequence that made him pass out. At least that's how I interpret it. So everything that happens in that entire scene, I'm like, did this even really happen? Did Cloud and Aerith have all this stuff? Like, how is Cloud being brought into, or how's Aerith being brought into Cloud's subconscious consciousness dream state if she's awake and well and walking with the rest of the party until she kind of runs away? So I want an answer to that, Nick, before you got to answer that, Nick. Okay, what I'm referring to is, okay, all right, let me turn that on to you, Nick. Remember how Sephiroth takes the black materia from Cloud in the OG? Yeah. What he does is bringing it to Beagle and keeping it with Cloud. Imagine our face in part 3. Oh! Okay.
It has the same design than if it happened to one.
But Steed, like, let me just ask you this: if Sephiroth is doing that and bringing it over to a different timeline, sequence, level of consciousness, whatever, however you want to wrap it, what's the purpose of him taking the black materia? If the eventual goal is once he summons the black materia and summons Meteor, he fails. Is your kind of end goal that Sephiroth might succeed in the timeline, or from doing this perspective that Cloud and the group won't be able to stop, or the life stream won't be able to stop Meteor? Like, what's the end goal of doing that? Like, taking the black materia and moving out of a different sequence? Is it to summon it earlier so Holy has even less power and the life stream might not be aware and be even weaker? That's kind of how I would kind of question that overall idea, because from my understanding of Rebirth and the flashback scene or the flash forward scenes, premonition scenes that we see Cloud in the black robe. We see Cloud walking towards with the other robed men towards Jenova, which to me is not going to be the Sephiroth kind of reunion that we think, where half of his body's alive and his legs are missing and whatever. I really think the overall sequence of that is Jenova is going to be whole, head and body. That's why the body jumped off the Midgard Tower, the Shinra Tower, and that's why the head that fell into the life stream with Sephiroth is currently with Sephiroth. And unless we see a scene where the head gets absorbed, this I hate this. This is the hole in my entire theory that nobody ever brings up. So I hate that I have to talk about it to kind of build a discussion, but unless we see Jenova's head and Sephiroth in the life stream together and eventually merge together, I'm not willing to give into the idea that Sephiroth is in control. Absolutely not. Especially after what we saw in Ever Crisis, the Masamune, the purple orbs throughout the entire thing, the Jenova, pretty much Jenova rock that we end up fighting in there. I'm not willing to submit to the idea that Sephiroth is in control. Absolutely not. Until I kind of see maybe something like that. And I'm hoping that Sephiroth obviously uses Masamune to break his hold on Jenova, either killing her with it or saving Cloud with it, or stabbing himself through it, like kind of like a Batman versus Superman when he fights the last kind of boss, when the guy impales Superman, but Superman also kind of like punches him and they kill each other. I think that it would have to be something like that would be like, boom, okay, there's no more. And then you could kind of explain Geostigma as like the remnants of Jenova. Then you could still kind of have Advent Children in kind of a similar way, without actually having Sephiroth didn't choose his will and it never came into, like, I don't like Life Stream Black, Life Stream White, and On the Way to a Smile. I think is great for Denzel's story. I think it's great for some of the other storylines, but I'm not a big Life Stream Black, and the main thing is because it just becomes cyclical logic. Advent Children, Sephiroth tells Cloud very specifically, what is it you cherish most? What is it you cherish most? And Cloud jumps off the thing, does a special attack with the sick friggin' 12 swords, slices up Sephiroth, right? And he says, there's something you don't understand. There's nothing that I don't cherish. Well, no. There's not. I think he says there's nothing that I don't cherish, but by that he means I cherish everything. And then Cloud says, stay where you are, a memory in my dreams. And Sephiroth answers, I'll never be a dream. So take that idea, I will never be a dream, and now read Life Stream Black. Life Stream Black says, as long as Sephiroth's idea is in Cloud's head, Sephiroth will never be defeated. So Sephiroth is saying in Advent Children, I'll never be a dream, but Life Stream Black says, as long as Cloud remembers me, I'll be alive. That means that Sephiroth will always come back. Sephiroth will always be alive. Sephiroth will always come back because Cloud will never forget Sephiroth. And based on kind of comparing those two things on the Way to a Smile, I just think it's illogical. It's cyclical, circular logic that doesn't make any sense. Oh, Nightmare's back. Okay, good. I had to catch up real quick. I wouldn't even know how to start a lore. Yeah, you would, bro. You just started as Final Fantasy VII is Kabbalistic in nature. Here's why. Boom, start the video, bro. Start recording. Hit record. Come on. People need to hear that. Because what you shared with me was awesome. Okay, let me get back here. Sorry, guys. I might have missed some of these chats. Alright, Mafia. Seth, bring the peak lines up to possible redemption arc. Just saying, 100%, dude. 100%. The everything in Dream World is It is definitely not our Earth. Cloud's consciousness travels there, but not Cloud yet. See, but Steed, and you might have answered this already. I just find it so difficult to kind of, one, my OG theory, which if you said you watched my original videos, my OG like first YouTube video is this all a dream? And the difference is I put the dream sequence to start when the white flash, when Zack saves Cloud, and Cloud puts up his hand, and everything after that is kind of, everything's in his dream, because we know the effects of Mako poisoning that it had on Jesse's dad, and he went into the Mako reactor with a hazmat suit, and he was passed out he's still passed out to this day. Cloud's been and he was only in there for 1 day. Cloud's been under Mako treatment for 4 years. So to think that Cloud, after a couple of months journeying from Nibelheim to outside of Midgard, that he would just kind of snap out of it and not be a zombie living in this creation of a world, I think that would be the best way to kind of show the true nature of what the original message was, which was Cloud has dealing with depression, anxiety, guilt, and the story is about him overcoming that. I think that's showing us that it's so severe that he created an entire universe in his mind. That would be an amazing way to show the impact of mental illness on a lot of us, and that a lot of us can have. So, yeah, and I think that when we see Zack, the thing that kind of gives away for me, at least, is when we see Zack in Zack's world, he sees Elmira, carries Cloud and Aerith over to her house and puts Cloud in a wheelchair. And I think there's no possible way for Cloud to know where he is when he goes to sleep in the Golden Saucer Haunted Mansion bed. When he goes to sleep, he wakes up in the wheelchair. There's no way for Cloud to know where his physical body is in Zack's world. And in the dream world, when he goes on a date with Aerith after Temple of Ancients, he wakes up from the wheelchair. For me, showing that that's going to be the step forward that releases his mind. It's when he finally accepts the truth and finally accepts who he is, that we're going to be able to wake up out of it and be with our homeboy Zack, because Zack's the best character. Angeal's the best, Zack's freaking great, and Cloud is like number 5 in my tier list, so don't at me, bro. Okay, let me get back to this real quick. Mitch, I had been thinking about all the plot. Yeah, man, exactly, Nick, 100% agree. There's so many directions, and we could be 100% wrong or 100% right, and it's like, I think the reason that Sephiroth is actually dead and has no way of interfering with the real world, so I'm doing that, and the whole reason for Beagle exists is to interact with the real world. Okay, so it's kind of like an in-between world where he kind of uses it to step in and out, because that's the only place where he still has some sort of power, and the only way for him to get power into the other world is kind of to step into it at different levels. I hope they make it all clear in part 3 and don't leave a bunch of it up to interpretation. Don't need any J.J. Abrams, exactly, mystery box, or even, what's the guy from Inception? What's the guy from Inception? Christopher Nolan, exact, stuff like that. Yeah. Is the top still spinning? You know what I mean? Think of the Beagle as the vessel that the real Sephiroth uses to impact things in the real world. It also happens to be Cloud at the center because his mind is weak. Okay, yeah. Plus of the real world, but it's still not the real. Yeah. We can do it differently. Start again. I'm going in all directions here. No, you're not, bro. I'm following you. So just keep spamming. Cloud's dream of the actual being a soldier. Yeah. Carrier Zack. Oh, frick, you typed again and then skipped. Okay. Zack did not die, so Cloud was not the ex-soldier. Okay. And so you keep going back up from the 5-star stamp to a 1-star stamp for instance, which is the real world, which Cloud is real memories. Okay. And this real world, he remembers who he really is. Yeah. This is why I think that part 3 rug pulls is that the Beagle is not reality. Amazing. That's the equivalent of Cloud being a clone. Okay, yeah. And also the idea, Steed, I don't think like this whole like multiple worlds, I don't think in the end there's multiple Clouds and there's multiple, we're going to get into a world where it intertwines with a Cloud and we're going to see 2 Clouds or we're going to see 2 Zacks or we're going to see, I think that in the end it'll all, just like the reunion like Sephiroth's telling, all worlds will merge into one. And who knows what the outcomes of that will be. Will Aerith be back? Will Zack be back? Will Sephiroth be dead? Will Sephiroth be good? Will Sephiroth be bad? All the Ever Crisis stuff where you see good Sephiroth and his humbleness and his kindness and his fragility. How are they going to tackle all those ideas? The SRC now with Glenn and Wutai, and Rufus making plans with Glenn and the SRC to start a war with Wutai. Like, how are they going to kind of fit all of that in only one game? Which is why one of my older videos that has probably one of the most views on my channel is there's going to be 4 games. I said that a year and a half ago. There's too much for it to fit all in one more game. Okay. The kind of review though. That Beagle's a great copy of the real world. Cloud's Nibelheim memories are partially real. And that's the equivalent of Cloud's remembering, and he was in Nibelheim. Okay. And yeah, I'm definitely aware it's all a dream, as it's a very big wall to climb, but that's why I've been leaning towards Beagle being a consensus reality and almost a perfect copy of OG. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Ghost Saucer switch was insane. We're literally controlling Zack from the... Exactly. I love this message, so I'll just read it out for everybody. The Gold Saucer switch was insane. We're literally controlling Zack from Cloud's point of view. It's as if their consciousness are being mixed. Yes, 100% agree with that. Yeah, the multiple independent instances of the main cast poses big issues, and not only to OG, by the way. Even remake suffers from it. Yep. Man, I'm 1000% on board with your 4-game theory. I think they need to pay this off in an actual... Yeah, bro. Exactly. And the thing, too, is I'll buy it. I'll buy everything Final Fantasy makes, man. I'll buy every single thing. I'm excited for the book to come out in January, man. I'm going to read that, and hopefully it's not just a lot of things that we kind of theorized and that just were left unsaid that they're just saying in the book, and hopefully you get a little bit more detail on Tifa, Aerith, a little bit more stuff about Zack. They did leave the book ending where Aerith was kind of talking to Tifa about Faz and how I never told you, Tifa, about my first love, and hopefully she'll elaborate more now that they've lowered the impact of it hurting our feelings with the whole Aerith kind of saying, yeah, I'm still in love with Zack. I don't know if I'm over him, whatever. In Gongaga when we met his parents.
Chocobos are so frightened they're refusing to move.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Over there.
What the hell are they doing?
Before I forget, you're a French speaker. Have you tried to remake and read in French? Non, j'ai pas. Ben oui, je parle français.
Nothing else.
Mais je fais toujours mes vidéos en anglais. Mais non, je parle français. Je suis allé à l'école en français toute ma vie. Puis l'école secondaire, l'école primaire. Mais quand je suis allé à l'université, je suis allé à l'université en anglais. Donc, je parle souvent en anglais. C'est plus pratique. Je manque pas de mots. Mais je manque la pratique à parler en français. Je parle seulement en français avec mon frère, ma mère, puis avec ma blonde. Donc.
But that's hardly an accomplishment.
So yeah, French speaker for sure. No, I haven't. Maybe I'll, I don't know. Nick was giving the advice of doing a hard mode speedrun. So I'll try to, maybe I'll throw it into French and see what the subtitles are. Or play it in English, but leave the subtitles in French.
Up there with them? He got out.
All right.
I'm doing a video. And French and English subtitles, it allows me to compare. I really think the story comes across differently in non-English. Yeah, the English localization gets a lot of heat because you kind of have activists. It's hard, man. Like the last kind of 5 years, like a lot of woke stuff and a lot of activists really got involved in kind of controlling the discourse of what you're able to say and what you're not able to say. And I could definitely see people, which is kind of fair in their own instance. They want to bring awareness to their overall situations. They feel like their people are overlooking them, and they want to kind of bring things to light. And what comes with that, obviously, is a bias towards certain activities, and they're going to want to make sure that their bias is the one that's kind of the leading one to overarch against or in the levels of discussion. They're going to want to have a little bit more say, and by doing that, you unfortunately kind of dilute the original message of the story, which is unfair to everybody who bought the game to get Nojima and Hamaguchi's view of the story. So that's a completely unfair thing. I think it's a selfish thing to do, but it's something that's expected when people have heavy biases towards certain ideas that they want to push forward. So I don't know if I went the wrong way there.
My ears are still ringing from it.
Yeah.
This wasn't an accident, was it?
Probably not.
Not another ramen.
Haha, yo, you have, hey Steve, you have to rewind. I paused the whole gameplay to talk about Vig's death, but I can talk about it a little bit more. I can talk about it a little bit more for sure. Okay, I don't want to go to that. That means I have to go the other way and see if there's anything there.
My ears are still ringing from it.
And two, curious what you think about how Cloudbear and Tifa will be transported back to outside the ground area. Yep. I could tackle those two ideas for sure. guess I'm short through here. Oh, okay, I can't go that way. I guess that was a waste. What was that on this wall? Okay, it looked like a drawing when I ran by it.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
Yeah,
I'm going as fast as you are.
Oh, I can't unlock these yet. You can actually break the game and reach a lot of places through that tunnel. The tunnel that I blocked me off from going to? Okay, we're back.
City officials are currently restricting access to emergency responders.
Feel like I'm in a
And
movie or
urging
something.
people in neighboring sectors to remain indoors until further notice. Also, Shinra has announced the establishment of an emergency response team to ascertain the cause of the plate collapse and to determine if
Oh wow, okay. Entire chapters, wild. When do you even get access to it? I feel like I haven't had. I tried to run through it when I was with Aerith before. It didn't let me.
Is there another explosion?
And now, breaking news.
Our plate's just fine, right?
To the Sector 7 plate.
Is there another explosion?
Officials are currently restricting access to
Okay, didn't say anything about who did it. Okay. Okay, so Steve. So first thing I'll answer here. Did I feel anything weird about Big's death? Yes. A lot of things. One of the first things that you kind of realize when Biggs is dying. Okay, can't go there either. One of the first things that you see when Biggs is quote unquote dying is that can I go here at least? Oh, it's shut down. Man, I got a whole bunch of Moogle medals.
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure.
Chadley being Chadley.
Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating theory.
Let's hear it.
Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it?
Oh, okay, some more things. I thought I did the stagger effect one. Monster bio. Access 30 enemy types. Extreme conditions under which... Okay, that's already done. MP consumption. Has been shown to... MP consumption. For the fruit that it required. Master all 12 of the magic materia. Wow, okay. Monster variants. Let you wait through the thing. Some of the speakers skip the whole thing. You have one character spamming potions while Cloud runs out of bounds. Probably would clip you back to chapter 9. Oh damn. Okay, they really found it's like when people used to find when I used to play Call of Duty, a lot of Call of Duty, people used to get a crate and call it in just right out of bounds, and then you could just jump out of bounds, and then you could just run behind everybody, and the game wouldn't kick you. Yeah, exactly. Some people are good at really breaking the game. But yes, indeed. So the things that kind of shocked me about when Biggs died, well, there's like a couple of the main ones. One of the main ones is him obviously talking about the Leaf House, showing us that his storyline from TOTP, where we find out that Biggs actually grew up at the Leaf House orphanage here, and he was X in TOTP. He's known as X. He saved Aerith when she was a kid, when Marcellus was beating her up. And I wish that we would have had a scene where Aerith could have seen Biggs. That's one of the first that comes to mind. About his death, it's weird that the whispers are visible to us during his death. It's almost as if they're trying to alter or preserve his consciousness or his body or the form of who he is when he is dying. It's like, okay, why are they around him? Why are they around Jesse? If they're arbiters of fate, what is wrong with the fate that they are having right now if this is the fate they had in the original, right? And then it leads me to think that, okay, the Arbiters of Fate are there. Biggs is talking about the future. Is this the way that they meant it to tell us that Biggs is going to be with us in the future, which we see him with Zack in the one world, the pug world or whatever, the gray dog. I don't know what kind of dog that's called. And yeah, and then it kind of leaves me, obviously, when their bodies don't dissipate into the life stream, because when you kill a monster, they dissipate into the life stream, they disappear. When you defeat Kadaj in Advent Children, turns into the life stream. When you defeat Lowe's and Yazoo, right before they hit us with the Mega Blast against Cloud, they dissipate into the life stream. But it's not as clear cut as, well, all dead people dissipate into the life stream, because Aerith, obviously, who gets stabbed by Sephiroth and we drop her into the water, doesn't dissipate into the life stream. So it's kind of like they show us some instances where yes, they show some instances where no, and it's tough to kind of gauge, at least in that perspective. But something that Biggs said in Rebirth, where he says, I was right there and I felt the wind and everything changed, and we see kind of like the whispers flash, and then after the pillar looks pretty like as if like there was no soldiers on it. And he says one of the things I remember is waking up in the orphanage, and we kind of see that like the stardust coming down on Biggs at the end of this game, and it's almost like, well, does that mean he was giving a second chance? Does that mean, what exactly does that mean, right? And then he takes off the headband and leaves the headband. But I found the fact that wasn't Cloud's trial weird. Oh, the fact that he's at the door, like he's at the circular door in Cloud's trial. Yeah, but the thing too, so it's hard, right? Because then how do you interpret the start of Rebirth, where we see we're in Zack's world and we see X's on Barrett, Tifa. We know that, that obviously Aerith is, wow, I shouldn't have drank this pop. I'm burping like crazy. One second, let me get some water. But like I would then ask, like, how do we then interpret the opening scene of Rebirth? Do we just accept it as, oh, we're just in Zack's world? Because there we see Barrett kind of crossed off as dead, and we see the Shinra News reporting that there's a whole bunch of missing, or the Avalanche people have been apprehended, and the helicopter goes down, and we see Zack throw the telephone pole, whatever, at the helicopter, save Aerith and Nanaki. Who knows where Nanaki kind of ran off after? Are we likely going to run into him in the world that Zack is in? Maybe, maybe not. But the person we don't see in that is Cloud missing from that Avalanche group, which tells me that in Zack's world, the Avalanche group went ahead with the overall mission and failed, and that's why obviously they were captured. And the additional interesting thing about the entire tornado that they're saying Wutai used to, that we know is the whispers, that the news is saying, oh, the genetically modified, kind of engineered, whatever tornado that Wutai must be behind. Is that when you see Rufus in the Shinra tower, the Shinra HQ, and he's walking down the stairs and he can see the whispers. You have to remember, Rufus can see the whispers, and Rufus doesn't have any direct contact with Aerith. So what we can kind of infer, at least from my perspective, is, okay, he asked Sung, do you see these? And Sung is like, see what? Showing us that Sung doesn't see the whispers. So something that the Arbiters of Fate want to change is an avenue that Rufus is going along, where they want to kind of impact his life. And you can say that, obviously, with now we learned from Ever Crisis that Rufus killed Glenn, and we kind of had the flashbacks in Rebirth where we actually see him happen, or at least shoot Glenn, and Glenn says at the end of the game, in the back, just like old times, referring now that we know is something that actually happened right before we meet Rufus in a couple scenes coming up here, maybe in the next chapter. All these things give me things to think about, like, oh wow, okay, they really are going the Rufus character of before Crisis, undermine my dad, and I work for Avalanche and I'm gonna help usurp the throne, kind of essentially. And okay, I think it was Cerberus. Alright, gosh, another advice, but I thought it was good. I also thought it just doesn't have the same thing. Yeah, well, different characters have different fates, right? Just because something happens with Biggs doesn't mean necessarily you have to echo it through Jesse. Maybe just showing it directly through Biggs is enough for us to get the idea. I think that's Survivors. I think he said Survivors, then the Shinra helicopters were taken. all four out of Nico. My theory is that they were taking them to Junon. Okay, yeah. The picture of Cloud and Tyrion. Yes, he does. That is one of the big holes in my overall theory, is that Biggs does say he remembers being on the mission with Cloud in the first reactor, when if he's in a different world, he wouldn't really have that memory. You know what I mean? And it's like, but he does also say in that same, I think it's maybe in the sentence before that or the sentence after that, he does say, because Zack's like, what the hell? Like, how did you meet Cloud? I just brought Cloud in from out of town. He kind of says, that time, like time is, my internal clock is kind of warped. So something is happening with the time where either it's being crunched or it's being expanded or it's being warped for them to kind of have an inconclusive answer to where exactly they are in time. Yep. There's a tournament interview where he has contact with Cloud as the reason for Rufus sees the whispers. Okay, yeah, okay. Exactly. I agree with that. In a dream, time doesn't really exist. Sometimes a dream feels like you're stuck. Like sometimes I get recurring nightmares when I'm running away from a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it feels like I've been there for like 8 days. And then I wake up and I'm like, huh, just a dream. But it seems real once you're in it. It's only when you wake up you realize it's not. Cue the Matrix and cue Morpheus. We're all just consciousness to feed the monster, the machine, the AI. Steve, what's your take on Marlene? Do you think that Aerith gave her foreknowledge of the future? Exactly. Do you think Aerith gave her foreknowledge of the future? Do you think that she might have ancient blood? Do you think that the reason why she knows...
Marlene!
Oh, there's a big scene happening here too about first thing Aerith says, or first thing Cloud says, right in these same flowers. Is this a dream? Yeah, I know, eh? I think her role in Advent Children was huge and showed us kind of her impact, at least emotionally, with Cloud, and her clear connection with her dad. Obviously, when Cloud brings her back to the bar, it's only in Advent Children complete. You won't see the scene if you only have the original Blu-ray, but when you bring her back to the house before you fight some of the other people, when you take her back from the forest, and Cloud says, I'm going to try forgiveness, which is what Aerith tells him about in Rebirth, which is him finally understanding to get over the guilt and the depression, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for things that were out of your control and that you failed at, to truly step forward into the light. Alright, let's holler at Marlene.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Like this crazy big black guy with a gun arm shows up in your house randomly.
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
Yeah, dude about to run upstairs and wake up his daughter.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Remember how Elmira said, don't come back here, don't see Aerith again? I'm about to give her some bad news.
Maybe you should join your friend upstairs. Keep it down. Don't wake her. Maybe you should join your friend upstairs.
Man, the Zack and Elmira freaking memes on Twitter are hilarious. The Zelmira crew, man, so funny. When I saw the picture of them on the date, I was like, man, you guys are too funny. The famous room.
My baby, thank God.
The Room of Mysteries.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that?
No, she didn't tell him about that.
She must trust you all a great deal.
I don't think she did.
Yes. Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living.
Sometimes you wonder if there's an actual portal, like an actual portal at the border of Midgar, which get you from Beagle to Terrier. That's the only way in. I've been able to make sense of Marlene. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's the portal.
She's not my daughter.
The education portal. Not the education portal. The,
not by blood, I mean.
Whatever. The one that Aerith and Sephiroth put up. Or even an invisible portal that when you step through.
About 15 years ago.
What they call in Jujutsu Kaisen.
My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines.
Oh, here's the line I was talking to you guys about earlier.
But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
So I know this is not about this scene, but in the original Final Fantasy VII OG, when this scene happens, Biggs comes out of the train and Jesse is there, and they kind of pick each other up and they twirl together like in a circle, 360. And that's kind of why I always thought Biggs and Jesse were actually dating this whole time. They're like love interests, and anything outside of that is just kind of Jesse just being flirtatious. And why Wedge kind of tells us, yeah, everything she does is just a show. She's just one of those drama girls.
But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed.
Yeah, double check. At least it looks like them. They're avatars. They're very, very similar unless they're different. Could be different people. But Jesse's outfit is very unique. Biggs, I could see maybe.
And that's how I met her. Her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market. Or that they would...
And also an important lore kind of thing, guys, when you're kind of looking at this scene, is you have to remember that Hojo does end up finding Efalna here, but in the original game, Hojo doesn't even mention Efalna. He thinks she's still alive, because after we're in Junon and we go over to Costa del Sol, when we're talking to Hojo, he asks Aerith, how's Efalna? When in this game, he captured her, dissected her, took her organs, took her blood, because he believed he was dissecting an ancient. Or he was dissecting an ancient. And in the original game, he talks to Aerith as if Efalna's still alive somewhere. So just things to keep in mind when you're thinking about Hojo. Is he reliable? Is he not reliable? All that kind of stuff. And the biggest kind of reveal, which I talked about earlier on in the video, is if Hojo has Efalna, knows she's an ancient, is able to dissect her, why is he still choosing not to use Efalna's ancient cells to inject in the soldier program? Why is he still choosing to use Jenova cells, which when he killed Professor Gast, he got all the videos from his research library, which clearly tell him that Jenova is not an ancient. But from that point, we still have the creation of soldiers through the Jenova cells and not the Efalna cells. So keep that in mind as well.
Topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot.
And just to kind of answer, just at least from my perspective, my perspective is very clear. Hojo was the first victim of the mimic ability from Jenova, which is why when he is reimplanting Roche with more Jenova cells and not using Efalna cells to enhance him, he says this is a perfect specimen and kind of acts crazy. And also why in Ever Crisis, whenever we see Hojo, he's coming out through the purple smoke. Purple smoke means Jenova. When we're going to see it in a couple scenes when we get to the playthrough. But when we see the Jenova clone, the cellular degraded monster, with clone number 2, I think. No, it's not clone number 2. It's Marco. So it's I'm forgetting his number right now. Clone number 2 is actually the one who picks up the body and jumps off the tower. So clone number 2 is the one we saw in this Sector 5 slums here, where we went to go talk to the little kids and save them in that little playground area. So keep those things in mind. Purple smoke means Jenova.
Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words.
Man, this trial with Aerith, man, in Rebirth was heartbreaking. And also kind of retcon, you can see that Aerith already has the bow in her hair, which we know that Zack gifted her that in Crisis Core. But both times we've seen Aerith as a kid, once at the train station, she has this bow, and now she has the bow.
Feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox.
Yeah, straight up evil's right. Hojo's the devil. Remember that always.
She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh?
Interesting, they're saying their planet.
Sounds about right.
Not the planet, they're saying their planet.
I didn't understand any of it at the time.
Is that a change they made?
When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one.
Okay,
right
this
here.
okay, so they do mean this planet.
I mean, what can you say to that?
You can say that she understands the true essence of the world, and you don't, Elmira. That's what you can say to that.
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
And this scene is exactly in Trace of Two Pass, where Aerith says this exact scene to Elmira, and she's pissed when she learns.
Of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy.
Until knock, knock, knock.
Coming!
And also, an important part here that relates more to Before Crisis is after the end of Before Crisis, when the Turks pled their allegiance to Rufus Shinra, Sung cut his ponytail off, because what you'll see, Sung, all up until leading up to this point, has his hair up in kind of like a top knot kind of bun. And after he pled his allegiance to Rufus, to work with Rufus, he kind of cut his hair in the show, but then after it obviously led to him laying his hair down. And a lot of people, they argue that in the scene where we go looking for Cloud and in Crisis Core Reunion, that he has his hair down at that point in time, which is not sequentially, chronologically in order with what would relate to Before Crisis, but just be kind of aware of that the Sung that we see with his hair down here. So in Crisis Core Reunion, we go to Benora, you'll realize Sung has his hair in a ponytail. In other parts of the game, you'll realize Sung has his hair in a ponytail. When we go to Modeaheim, all that stuff. But once he pled allegiance to Rufus, he cut his hair and let it all down, which is how he looks like in this game. And obviously this time moving forward.
No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the
On to
original
her
stewards
promised
of the
land.
planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land.
So you have to think that the promised land in this Final Fantasy VII world is kind of like a prophecy. It's kind of like a myth, a legend, where they truly believe is an actual physical place, versus kind of the original where they argue that it isn't really a place. We're not sure if it's a place or not. And you can see how disappointed Sung is when we get to the Temple of the Ancients and he asks Aerith, is this the promised land? And she shakes her head, and he's like, fuck, is this? I worked my whole life to try to get us here, and this is not the promised land. But if you listen to Hojo in the helicopter overlooking, when Rufus is like, this is the promised land, blah, 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 Hojo clearly says, nah, bro, this is not the promised land. This is just an introduction to where the promised land will lead. So you can see that Hojo has access to the information about the promised land that he likely got from Professor Gas' books and planetology experience that he has with the fauna. So just to leave a little tidbit there of some lore. Remake is highly,
Some believe the promised
really
land to be
for me. I always loved her.
Others an allegory of
Yeah,
sorts.
but she was a big contributor. Yeah, she's
We take the words
she's
of
also,
the scriptures at face value.
so see here, they're explaining how they believe in the prophecy. They're like, no, we believe it's real. But yeah, Steve, I agree 100%, man. And I think that I talked about it a little bit before in my last chapter when we were going through the train graveyard, how they made a conscious effort to show the strength of Aerith's power. They did it in Remake. They did it in the books. In the books, man, they make her like, she foresees way more than just Elmira's husband dying. She foresees where another individual is. In Remake or in Rebirth, when we're at the inn, she kind of tells us, I'm losing the power. I think it's the whispers. She echoes it once when we're in Calm, and I think she echoes it again when we get to Under Junon, speaking with Tifa in the room. And you could really see that it's really having an effect on her. And from TOTP, it also discusses that she says her mother slowly stopped visiting her on different nights. So it kind of shows us how she is losing this power. I don't want to say she's losing her connection to the planet, because obviously we have TOTP where the ancients speak directly through her into Sephiroth. But she definitely feels as though there's something that's weakening her abilities that aren't as strong as when she was younger. But still, obviously, very, very strong kind of mage free ren type vibes that she gives off in this game that we don't really get from the original.
And believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No.
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise...
And this is the part I was also talking about earlier on, that if she doesn't go willingly, they can't, like, quote-unquote experiment on her to get the clear information. It has to be a step. So the reason why Sung accepted Aerith swapping out for Marlene was because that would be her willingly going with them and not kind of being captured or tortured to come with them, or kidnapped is the word I'm looking for.
It wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever.
Would have been better for her
Just
than
don't.
venturing. 100%, dude. If she would have stayed there,
Cloud.
Sephiroth never would have.
Maybe
Well,
she's
who
right
knows?
about
I say
this.
Sephiroth would have never have
Maybe
gone to
they'll
her.
let Aerith
Yeah, I
know
know
when
what you
it's
mean. I know
all
what you mean,
over.
dude. I got it through the
Maybe
comment.
we'd be better off waiting a little while.
But yeah, a lot of if Cloud never left Nibelheim, a lot of, you could say about a lot of
Let's
interesting
head back
things.
to Sector 7.
If
Got
Barrett
things to take
never
care
allowed Shinra, convinced Dyne to allow Shinra, right?
Like checking up on the boss.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hindsight, 2020.
Okay.
Can I get the chest now in Aerith's room that I left behind the first time? Don't block me. Don't say she's sleeping. Okay, nice. So far, so good. She have asthma? Why is she breathing so loud?
We're gonna win this fight. I promise.
Man, Marlene's adorable. I already checked up there. I'm already halfway up the stairs. Just like the rebirth pacing conversation among the fandom, I think you're supposed to feel there's literally no reason to rush in the story because Cloud is actually the trigger to everything. Yep.
Take care of yourselves now. Take care of yourselves now.
Easter egg, she's missing volume number 2 of those books, which means the answer to Final Fantasy VII is in Final Fantasy VII 2.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean
Yeah.
anything by it.
Man, Aerith is, think about how Tifa feels about hearing all these things. Aerith this, Aerith that. She's probably so jealous. Oh man, can I really never go back to get these Moogle medals? Where's the little kid? Frig. Ooh. Yeah, I need to go back here. Can I never go back? I'm never going to be able to come back here. Maybe after we sleep? Oh, okay, nice. I was just thinking maybe after we sleep, because we still have to come back and do the dream sequence scenes. I wonder who I'll get. Who do you think I'm going to get? Barrett? Every time I always get Barrett. Even on the date when I played Rebirth, the first playthrough, I got freaking Barrett. I was like, man, how the hell did I get Barrett? I tried so hard to get Tifa. It's freaking hilarious. Barrett knocks on the door. Hey, you got some time to hang out? It's like, oh man, this is awkward.
My ears are still ringing from it. This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
That looked like a little secret entrance. Did I pass the middle one?
Over there.
Ah, see, doesn't work. It doesn't work, Nightmare. You lied. I tried to take a potion. I can't take one. I'm gonna skip a couple chapters. Joking, 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 joking. I trust you. Trust me, I trust you. Oh, I'll fight these nerds again.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Obstacle the wrong way.
We do this fast. Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, let's go. Watch yourself.
I got this.
Material.
Kill for a shower.
Man, Tifa, you need to switch that dialogue, bro. Ooh, as if I missed this before. Oh, nice, a Moogle medal too. Hell yeah. hate the sword though. It's so ugly.
It's blocked. There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through. But it's our only shot.
Cool beans. Nice.
Finish it quick.
Bring it home.
Let me handle this.
Enough.
You're up.
Taking over.
How do you miss that, bro?
All right. Watch and learn. Get your ass out of here.
That's a win.
I'll just shut this corner. You see these enemies at Rebirth at the behind the reactor? Okay, just throw this back away. That's all you got. Yeah, that Tifa starfish power, whatever move, is nasty good. Okay, so that's the same circle. Cool.
Job's a job.
I don't like these seahorse things.
Keep it together.
Strong.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I hate them. Yeah, I hate them. Let's do this. Freaking bad.
Golden opportunity right here.
I got this.
I got this.
All right. Watch and learn.
Do I have this proficiency yet?
Not bad.
Does Bird have any other equipment? No, I still don't have a lifesaver. Okay, cool. Good to know. Strength summons called. Strength and summons called in for battle. Don't do that. It's cheap. Crucifix. This is the temple reference here. Nice. Like a stamp image. Increase the effectiveness of hidden spells cast. They're gonna make me walk so slow. Like, okay, where is it? Is it on the wall? Is it in the ceiling? Is it a sky? Is it a... I don't think it has a stamp, but big temple Genova vibes for me. Yeah, okay, let's see. Mech. Got lightning equipped.
Give it all you got.
Let it be my
Need a breather.
Need my help, do you? You're up.
Let me handle this.
Okay, let's stagger this guy.
You're up.
Fight through it. After you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Gotta stay.
Make your eyeball pop.
I got it.
All the time. Pushing it.
All right. Watch and learn. You got this.
All set. Gotcha.
Okay, still left from him?
Whatever.
Come on. Yeah. It's on you.
Very nice. No, let me use it, let me use it, let me use it. Oh. I gotta get that, you said that nightmare, you reminded me of, okay, 30 down, MP consumption, monster variance, cool, 7 to 10. This one, increase stagger, okay. So the stagger and then use unbridled strength, right? For this one, stagger effect part 3. Nightmare. If you can drop the keys to getting that one done, I'd appreciate it immensely. I should probably heal these guys, but oh, some new graffiti. What flag is that? Shinra Liberation flag. Tell you to go with the flow. Can't read that one. Down with authority. Should say down with Shinra. Inside the door. Yeah, I just missed that. It's at the door on the left. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Don't tell me. Let me see if I see any Jenova influence. Okay. Life can still get you down even after you're grown up. Pyramid, tentacles, Jenova purple. Love to see it. This evil zombie-eyed guy. It's just like almost there's a person in his eye. It's Sephiroth. Yeah. Yep. It is red gi color coded. What's your take on the gi? I don't really have a lot of theory crafters seem to think that the gi worship Jenova, or that Jenova was previously attacked their planet, and then after that's how the gi weren't able to die on their own planet, and that's how they came to Earth. What's your overall take on it? I'll drop my take on it after, but I want to hear what your take on it is, Steve. There's going to be a bench right after. I did not always do this. I think I'll fight those Torbs right here. Yeah.
Get the bastards!
It's on you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Get your ass out here.
Would kill for shower.
You think the geese summoned... You think the geese summoned Jenova to the planet, or you think the geese summoned Jenova to their planet? Kind of like how in the movie Alien, where the engineers were experimenting with the alien as test subjects, and then after the aliens ended up kind of destroying their entire race.
Okay. No way.
About damn time.
I got it.
Guess it's my turn. Ain't no thing. Give them hell.
Let's go.
That was pretty damn good, huh?
Let's keep it up.
Good question. So maybe their planet was destroyed by Jenova, and when they came to Gaia and Jenova crashed, they thought it was 3 etc. They do blame the Cetra for the death of their planet, unless they were in Gaia before. See, I don't... I think they blame the Cetra for their imprisonment, because they're mad at the Cetra that when... at least it's my understanding of it. Excuse me. They're mad at the Cetra for not allowing them to die, because they're not from this life stream, therefore they cannot return to the life stream. And they're mad at the Cetra that once they found a way to, quote-unquote, destroy their planet, or for them to have rest, which would unfortunately would cause the entire planet to be destroyed. So that's why the Cetra and the Gi have beef. But I think Will, it might have been Will, or it might have been someone else talking to, telling me that the Gi and the Cetra actually used to get along up until he stopped visiting them.
Deal with that. Need my help. You're up.
My
turn. Don't overdo it. Let's do this.
Guess it's my turn. You got this.
I got this.
I got this. Let's do this.
Okay.
You ain't gonna get away.
That it?
Okay, the new message for the deathbed planet, unless, okay, I think they said our stars was consumed by one of your own, which is nonsense. Yeah, although to be honest, I find it really hard to believe everything they're saying. They're really asking for the black materia. Yeah, and the thing is that Red actually says, he tells he obviously is lying, but he tells them, yeah, I'll return the black materia to you. And later when you kind of do that little side mission in Cosmo Canyon, he then speaks to Cloud and says, hey, we have to find a solution for them because obviously giving them the black materia is not what we're going to be doing. But I've made them a promise, so I have to find a way for them to get what these bandits would call due recompense. Meaning a way to put them at rest from their tribulations. What are these orbs of gravity? I keep picking them up. Are they any good?
Finally.
Let's switch it up.
You need me, huh?
Let me handle it. It's on you.
Need to heal up. After you.
Give it up.
Gotta be careful.
Hang in there.
Sloppy. Take it from here.
Barely pulled that off.
Cloud's about to die. Man, I don't know why I risk it for the biscuit like this. Oh, good enough.
Over there!
Huh? That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. To see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
Come on.
I don't think there's a bench in the park either. I'm thinking about it in the playground. There might be one where, I think, yeah, this is where I do all the side missions with Weimar and I see Marley and all them. Yeah, it's probably a good spot to end the stream because I have some stuff I want to talk about when Weimar gives us the mission to go underground. Because there's a big discussion to be had about the monsters that we fight in that world versus yeah, a lot of things I want to talk about those scenes. It's awful.
Weimar! You're alive!
Still in one piece?
Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad. I don't even know where to start.
This is bad.
What's he trying to lift this for? Is there a photo under there or something? Need some help, bro?
This is bad.
I get it, buddy.
Sector 7, huh? Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
Okay, Baird finally gets a weapon. I don't really like the idea, so I don't really like the idea of us being able to buy weapons. I don't like that idea. I think that weapons should be discoverable, and if you miss them, you miss them. Too bad for you. You have to go all the way back to wherever they were.
Never know what you're gonna run into out there.
Oh,
Best
perfect.
be
The bench is right
prepared.
here. I'll get this. This kind of looks like a version of Final Fantasy 15. All the boys getting ready to get into the car.
Careful out there.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
Yeah, but where are the cats? Where are the cats who sitting on a friggin'
lose any more
run
lives.
around for?
Not now.
Because I don't see no cats over here. Some chest back there?
This is bad.
God damn it all! My family didn't deserve this!
Alright, ladies and gents. I'm gonna take a quick break, get some food. I might be back on a little bit later, but it is New Year's Eve, and I gotta be up early to get back into my hometown tomorrow morning so I can be there for the kids and the grandchildren to open up their gifts with my mom and family. So if I'm on, obviously I'll drop the link as per usual. What we're doing essentially through this playthrough is we're talking about a lot of the lore. What I like to do on this channel is I like to talk about elements of the lore that are often overlooked, whether it's some of the books, TOTP, the old materia, On the Way to a Smile. I don't really talk a lot about Maiden, some of the older stuff, and I mix that with kind of an idea of the newer stuff. Games like Before Crisis, that was just a mobile game, or Dirge of Cerberus, or Crisis Core PSP versus Crisis Core Reunion, into Final Fantasy VII R, and to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and obviously the next two parts that are going to be coming with the game, and also talk about some of the lore and discussions through Dirge of Cerberus. I try to kind of connect them all in a coherent manner, because how Square kind of released everything in the compilation, as you guys all know, is a little bit kind of discombobulated, and what I kind of made my journey to put it all in order for all of us is kind of why I have these streams, so I can talk through kind of the elements of the lore that they're bringing back from a recall from something earlier. Like when Heidegger is with President Shinra at the start of the game here in Remake, and he says, "We think this avalanche cell is the same cell that put an attack on your life," which refers directly to Before Crisis when Fujito shot President Shinra in Junon. So I try to kind of connect some of those gaps because some of the lore isn't very well known. Some of the people, when they're doing their theory videos, they kind of look at maybe just one sect of information, and I try to look at it holistically to come to my conclusion. So if you're down for those kind of chats, those kind of talks, definitely come in the chat. Come watch us play through the lore description and run through of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am in town for the holidays, so after this time, there will likely not be any live playthroughs like this. So get them while they're hot, and I'll check all you guys out on the next live stream. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Anything you disagree with, anything you want to talk about, any questions you might have, I'll give you my best rendition of an answer in the comment section or directly live on stream. So appreciate all of you for coming to hang out, and I'll catch you guys likely after I grab some food, use the washroom, and take a shower because I stink. All right, catch you guys later. Funky Foot Reviews, love it.